I was going to be late, and I actually could have gone on right at noon, but I didn't see anyone waiting, so I had to get a couple things done before I went live. So now I'm live. I've got 3 people there. Still waiting to set up my laptop here. Oh, I had a crazy morning. Just hang on 1 second, please. Just 1 second. I gotta make my coffee. There we go. Making coffee. Oh, 2 people now. There was 3, now 2. Basically, what happened is I had to take the dogs out and to go to the bathroom and such, and they just weren't going. They weren't going. They weren't going, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting and walking and walking and walking. And I don't know. I don't know what to do or say, but hey, Mama Mia, how's it going? Happy Sunday to you, Mama Mia. Happy Sunday. There we go. I think my coffee's made. Oh, there we go. Coffee. I gotta put some cool water in there. Okay. Oh, just to cool it down. Yeah. So there we are. Yeah. Sorry. I trying to get the dogs to go to the bathroom, but they wouldn't, and I could stop. Now they're barking at something. I don't know. Oh boy. But they wouldn't go and they wouldn't go, and so I was holding out, and I thought, well, I'm definitely going to be late, and I was late. Oh, so now I had to come in and make my coffee and put everything together and stuff, and yeah, I'm kind of flustered right now. Let me get organized here. Well, that's not the way to get organized, is it? Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, I'm all discombobulated. Hello, Carl. How's it going? How are you today? How's everyone? Okay, let's get this over here and put that over there and leave it over there. Oh boy, I am really out of sorts today, man. Really out of sorts. Okay, let's get this laptop happening if we can. Oh my. But yeah, just to repeat myself and let everybody know. Yeah, I was trying to walk the dogs and get them to go to the bathroom. They weren't, and I was holding out, and I knew I was going to be late. And of course, I was late, and they just didn't go. So I don't know. It's kind of very unusual that they wouldn't go. Oh my gosh. So here we are now, just getting going here. Wow. Oh, 1 second, I gotta open that window. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's getting warm in here. I don't know why. It's not even sunny today. It's clouded over. It's not bad or anything. It's just seems extra warm in here for some reason. That's probably because I had the stove going to heat the coffee up, the water for the coffee. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm actually not by the Wi-Fi at the visitor center or any Wi-Fi. I'm actually in my tiny house here, as you can see. We're in the tiny house here. I've got oh, of all the things, man, of all the things, just forget the simple things. So I figured out how to tether my laptop to my phone so I can actually go live with using my data, my phone's data, and having the laptop tethered to the phone, I can do it anywhere. I don't need a Wi-Fi setup. So the funny thing is I got the phone ready to go for the live here, and I forgot to turn the what is it, auto tethering on, and so now oh, my brain hurts. It's not working. So now, since I forgot to turn the switch on, in order to actually do it and get the laptop to work here and show me the comments and everything like that, I actually have to turn this off, go off the live show and go into my settings and turn it on and then have it all tethered up together. But in order to do that, I got to turn you guys off, and we're not going to do that. It's just another kind of waste of time, I guess you'd say. Maybe it's not worth it. Hopefully, I can keep up with the comments on the phone. There's only like usually 4 or 5 comments on the phone, where there's like about 20 on the laptop that I can see in the list, sort of thing. So I'm just going to have to try and keep up with the comments. If I miss your comment, just comment again or ask a question again or whatever. And we'll just take it from there, okay? So, no laptop today. Oh, my life is upside down half the time. So anyway, hello, Ren Refley, I think. Sorry if I don't pronounce it right. How are you doing from Indonesia? How's it going in Indonesia today? You're a new viewer, it seems, I think. Haven't seen you before, pretty much. And oh, I'm tired of looking at my laptop that's not working. It's getting annoying. There we go. But yeah, if I could actually minimize this window here for the live and go into my settings and then bring it back up again, I could. But I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling that I would end up having to turn the live off and then fix the settings and then turn the live back on, which would just be boring for you guys watching the dead screen there. But anyway, I'm gonna get rid of this laptop today because it's not being fun. That's my fault, though. I knew I should know, and I just forgot to do that. So there we go. Okay, no laptop, so I'm gonna keep up. Hey, the traveling mechanic, how you doing, Keith? How's it going? I guess you're still in Vancouver. I think you went to Vancouver and you're still there. What's the weather like down there? It was great having you hang out the other day there and meet up, and a lot of good conversations and everything. Yeah, I really enjoyed meeting you guys. I'm sure I said that before, but I can't remember, so I'll say it again. Oh, it's crazy, crazy rain today for you guys? Oh, my. We had that, not yesterday, Friday, we had crazy rain back and forth. It was really weird. And yesterday wasn't too bad, but seriously crazy rain up here. But anyway, it's the only thing it's doing now is just cloudy, overcast, like completely overcast, no sunshine. But it's not actually raining or anything. It's not cold. It's just a nice temperature. It's actually very comfortable. So thank God for that. No heavy rain. Oh, I'm still discombobulated, man. Holy crap. Yeah, just trying to run around, rush around. I couldn't find my charging cable for my laptop last night. I couldn't find it anywhere. I finally found it this morning, so I plugged that in to get it all charged up and ran, taking the time to run around doing that. And I can't even use it now because I forgot to tether them together again. I forgot to flip the switch. Anyway, and then I was trying to get the dogs to go to the bathroom and stuff, and oh, what do you want? What do you want, baby? What do you want? I need coffee. This is my 3rd cup of coffee. I need more. I'm trying to stay awake. What do you want, baby? What do you want? Is your toy on the floor? Is your toy on the floor? Is your toy down on the floor? You want that toy? You want that toy, do you? Do you want that toy? Here we go. Woof. There we go. Angel, where'd you go? There you are. There's the angel. I thought you'd like to see the girlies. There's the little angel. There's the little angel. Hugs and kisses for the girls, for everybody. Yeah. She won't let me pick her up. She's like, give me my toy. Give me my toy. Okay. Oof. Yeah, I try and pick her up. She'll growl at me and go, "Give me my darn toy. I don't want to talk to you or play with you." Cuties, though, eh? Squeaky, squeaky. Hello, Angel. Hello. How are you? There. Yeah, they're so sweet, aren't they, Mamma Mia? Um, Traveling mechanic. You're gonna stay in Vancouver and finish things up and that, and then travel, eh? Yeah. The truck's it's okay. It's running. I have to deal with the clutch, so the clutch is needs work, and maybe a few minor things, but the truck's running great. It's starting up great and everything. No problems there. Once we, excuse me, once we replaced all those power cables and grounds and everything like that, and the cable to the starter, it starts up fine now. So that was the issue for the starting. There was pretty much the cables were like badly corroded. So that's it's going good. We're going to see you as we start, maybe taking it apart and looking at things and stuff. We haven't even really gotten around to it. We've just been kind of driving it around and listening to it, and revving it up and doing all sorts of stuff, and starting and stopping it and everything like that to just see. We're still not sure about this the starter motor and the alternator yet, but we'll figure that out as time goes on. But right now it starts fine, and it's keeps me mobile. So speaking of keeping me mobile, so I don't think I've mentioned this at all to anyone at any point. Hang on one sec. There we go. Close our cupboards, keep the windows open. Oh my god, I'm still doing stuff. I was not ready today, and I thought I was going to be. Yeah, so what I did was I got myself a storage locker here. It was pretty good price one too. Better than I've seen anywhere. And I just emptied everything out of the back of the truck and put it in storage, and I got most of the stuff off the around the deck of the trailer here. All the stuff that's lying in there, put that all in storage. And some of the stuff that was in here, put it in storage, and I want to clean everything up. And eventually what I'll do is I'll go through everything in the storage and go, do I need this? Is it necessary to keep this? And then same with something else. Do I need this? And have I ever used it in 5 or 10 years or something? So basically go, this is a keeper, this we're getting rid of. So I really downsize as much as I can and keep everything as organized as I can, because it's tiny, minimal space, and you got to make sure everything's in order. So that's what I've done. And on top of that, I want to put this little tiny house up and the trailer up for sale. So I'm, keeping it as minimal in here as possible. I want to clean everything up. I actually have cleaned a lot of things, but I need to mop the floor, I've swept and everything like that, and keep it swept all the time. I'm going to mop the floor because I haven't mopped the floor in a long time, and I want to wash all the walls in here and everything like that, and just make it look presentable and everything like that. So that's what I've been working on lately, that and trying to work on the truck and deal with the truck, as well as help my buddy to do stuff on his truck and different vehicles and stuff like that. And we've had to drive all over the place a lot. There was the one night I had to go about 2 o'clock in the morning, take my friend to the hospital and that, and run around. Oh, so just I don't know why, just busy. It seems constantly. I'd take a moment or two or a day to sit around, relax, and try and just chill and do nothing. And I just all of a sudden there's just so much to do. I can't believe it, right? I want to relax and be on vacation and that and enjoy, but still just too much to do. So just staying on top of that and everything. The Duke City Crew, how you doing? Your new sub. Hello from Albuquerque. I love the name of that town, Albuquerque. That's so cool. Nice to meet you too, the Duke City crew. Cool. How's the weather down there? Um, and welcome aboard. Oh, look. Oh, okay. She sat up. As soon as I said, oh, look, she just sat up. She was lying there. She looked like she was tired of playing with her toy. She only did it for like 5 minutes. And now she's back at it. Look at that cute little girl. The two cute little girls. I love it when she rolls on her back and plays with her toys. Sort of like a sea otter. So it's high 30s and sunny in Albuquerque today. Wow. That's pretty good. High 30s though. Oh, sorry, high 80s. I can't read. High 80s. Okay. That's pretty hot though. That's pretty hot. You get anything up above, 75, 78, and it gets pretty warm. Yeah, 80s getting warm, and then after that it just gets, hopefully you got some breeze or wind blowing, that'll help. Or some shade to got dog hairs all over my face. Like, it's Angel's long ear hairs. They just keep coming out, and I get them on me every time I turn around. I take one off, and there's another one. But yeah, that's warm. It's it's when it gets 90 and above. That's almost impossible to live in unless you got good shade with a breeze, or you got a nice cool swimming pool to jump in or something, a lake or a river. Oh man, my brain hurts today, and that's making it hard to think and everything. And I'm also, like I said, I was rushing around this morning with the dogs and everything, trying to get things done, and I'm trying to remember what I'm doing, and I think my brain is just shutting down. Too much information. Oh, good coffee. Yeah, anyway, so that's what I've been up to, and then on top of that, I think I mentioned in my short letting you know I'm going live that, yesterday was okay, but the previous 3 days, I don't know what it was, just my Crohn's, whatever was going on, whatever intestinal thing happening in there. And it just kind of wiped me out like a lot for about 3 days. And I think I know what happened is we had to take a run up to Penticton for a bunch of stuff, do Lordco and other things up there. And it was getting late in the afternoon, and we just ended up going to Wendy's for dinner. Had a excuse me. I had a burger and fries, and I have nothing wrong with Wendy's. I don't have anything bad to say about them. I just never do fast food anymore. I pretty much always, cook at home or something, or if I buy something out, I get something that's, quality food made fresh or whatever. Anyway, I had the burger and the fries, and I felt okay that night. It was no big deal. But the next day I got up and I was having real negative intestinal problems and stuff, like just very uncomfortable and everything like that. And feeling very bloated and everything. And then it took me quite a while, but eventually I went to the bathroom, and it was really, really, really uncomfortable. It wasn't fun at all. And then after that, I still felt kind of messed up all day, the rest of that day. And then if I remember correctly, I just ended up coming home and just lying down early, fell asleep, woke up, had a quick, tiny bite of food, and couldn't eat much. And then I just went back to sleep again. And then the next day, I just pretty much did nothing all day. Got the girls out, wandered around, came back, lay down, and kind of curled up in not so much in a fetal position, but I curled up in on the bed and just lay around and tried to suffer through the discomfort. The pain's one thing, but the discomfort is extremely annoying and excruciating. And so the second day was a real write-off, and then the third day I felt like I was just trying to recover from the whole thing. And then so yesterday not a bad day. I did some things. I got out, normal day. No real issue, just my normal stuff. And today's not so bad. And you know, I know with my Crohn's, things come and go, and you could be sort of staying level and that for a while, and then things change, and you don't know why, because you haven't changed your diet or routine or anything like that. But I think I know it was, when I look at it now, it's I guess my system, my body is kind of finicky, and it likes a particular routine, types of food, and all that kind of stuff. And the fact that I had that fast food that day, I think that's what triggered it, and I'm pretty sure of it, because I'm not used to that, and like I said, I have nothing against that place at all. The place I went to and the food, I mean, it was really good and all that. But a lot of those places, they put stuff in their bread for different reasons, and there's other things, like in, let's say, the meat and whatever, let's say preservatives, or just simple things like that. And I think my body just is just very sensitive to that sort of stuff. So that's what happened. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to go to fast food again for a long time, or hopefully never, unless I'm cured, but that might never happen. I'm just laughing. Hey, Van Lalenga, Ralta. How you doing? How you doing from, I want to say Ecuador, but I think I'm wrong. Anyway, how you doing, Van Lalenga? Nice to see you again. I'm just laughing, though. I got numbnuts here is, get my damn toy, Dad. Get my dad toy. She wants her favorite toy. That's her favorite. You want this one? You want this one? Oh. You want this one? You want the Mr. Humpy? You want the Mr. Humpy? Oh, there you go. And then in a minute or so, she'll throw it on the floor again and go, Dad, pick up my toy. Oh, so I'm starting to think I'm starting to stabilize a bit more now, from the stress of running around this morning, trying to get the dogs out and get my laptop charged and organize everything. I had to clean up the house and tidy everything up, because it was just a mess. Excuse me. Now I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on lately that to bring you up to speed. Oh well, we got quite a bit of time here, so hopefully I'll think about it. If in the meantime, if there's anything I gotta let you know about. So, oh boy. Oh yeah, I just really feel like vacant. When you can't even get a thought and everything. Yeah. I think I've been overwhelmed too much lately with a lot of different things. But yeah, so I've got a lot of my stuff organized into the storage room, which is going to make things a lot easier than that. And I don't know why I got this tickle in my throat, like just a little irritating little tickle you get there. Won't go away. The last video, that was that was Yellow Lake, wasn't it? That's the one where I didn't catch anything, but the other guys caught a bunch. I think so, yeah. Beautiful lakes all over the place. I still haven't gone to Vaso Lake. I've been by there, but I haven't gone there to fish yet. And Vaso Lake actually looks somewhat similar to Yellow Lake, only it's a lot bigger, a lot longer. And apparently, good fishing there. Wow, I'm having so many issues. Tickle in the throat. Eye just suddenly itchy. Dog hairs all over my face and my mouth. But yeah, Vaso apparently not only is it good fishing there, but That's the lake apparently to go if I want to go trying for the bass there, Carl. So yeah, Yellow Lake apparently somebody said there's no bass in there. So I didn't even try. And there's Vaso Lake, like I said, and I'm trying to remember the other lakes they mentioned to go for bass. For bass, I can't remember the names of the lakes. I didn't write it down, but even if I did, I probably wouldn't find it right away because all disorganized. But yeah, the lakes and that around here are just fantastic, beautiful. The rivers, everything, it's just gorgeous. And like so many good fishing spots in that. I was actually quite surprised in a way that I went to the Twin Lakes there and I caught 3 good fish, and it didn't take me a long time. And then I went to the Yellow Lake, and the other guys had caught, like I said, you saw in the video, they had caught a number of fish. I think it was 7, 8, or 9 or something. I can't remember. And yeah, I got a bunch of bites, lost a lot of worms, but never caught anything. I just thought that was rather fascinating and interesting. But I've got some more things I want to film on that out around the lakes, not especially fishing and that. There's other things coming up about foraging and stuff. There's some interesting things around here, and I'm still trying to get to that. Oh yeah, probably, Carl. Wait, May. It's the end of May. It's starting in June. There probably a number of my friends or buddies or whatever, and all the other locals and guys have been fishing at Spider Lake. They're probably still fishing up to the day, especially if it's weather like this, like cloudy, cool, and stuff. A little bit of rain here and there. Oh, guess who's here? Yeah. My buddy's gonna come and hassle me. Remember when I was over the Wi-Fi place last time, and my buddy pulled up beside me in his car beside my truck, and he started asking me questions and stuff like that. I think he's gonna do the same today. Yeah. I put the glasses on so because I was looking out the window to make sure it was him. Yeah. Stay. Get up. I'm live. I knew you did. You just came by to hassle me, right? Well, you're gonna have to get out of your car to do that this time.
I'll probably be taking off air if I do that.
Probably, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. He come to hassle me and stuff. He says, I don't know if you heard any of that, but he says, yeah, I wanted to come by and see if you're alive or see if you're dead. Here we go again. He's such a funny guy, though. Al, that's your name. That's your handle, Al. I think you're a new viewer, possibly. I don't remember seeing you before. Okay, well, that's just kind of strange. Yes, there is a public washroom out there. But no, that one didn't have that at all. Anyway, too much information there. Too much information. Anyway, there's nothing like that here. I never seen anything like that anywhere. The only thing I've seen that is in downtown Vancouver. So it's your first time here. We have a really good, nice community here. So just keep it clean. Keep it clean. Yeah, so I got interrupted here, so I'm... Are you watching now? I want to know if he's actually watching my live right now, because last time he wasn't watching, he was just harassing me. Funny. Oh, here you go, girl. Here you go. There you go. So anyway, I've lost track of who's here and saw what. Come here, baby. Come here. Come on. Come here. Here we go. Hello, baby. Everyone wants hugs and kisses. Everyone wants hugs and kisses. Why are you growling? Why are you growling? I took her away from the toy. Come here, Angel. Come here. Come here. Here you go. She loves hugs and kisses. She's an attention hound. There you go. Oh, shoot. You know what? I've got to figure this out. Okay. There we go. I gotta just check if without the laptop, I gotta make sure I'm still in control of the platform. Hey, Billy T, how you doing? My girls give love back to Lacey there, Billy. Baby and Angel will say, give loves to Lacey. What you doing down there? What you doing? Yeah, so anyway, another thing I gotta do. Just gotta make sure the girls don't get out. I was trying to bug my friend there too. Yeah. Are you kidding me? We've been here half an hour already? Wow, it seems like 10, 12 minutes. Wow. It looks like time's going to fly today. Coffee. Maybe I'm getting wired on coffee. It's probably a good thing. I was really having a hard time being awake this morning. Just, just half asleep, dragging my feet kind of deal. Anyway. I'm still not 100%. Well, I never am 100%, but what I consider 100% for me, still not 100%, but a lot better than I was. So I don't have a lot of energy today. That's my problem. So what I actually do in live here today is going to be dependent on how awake I feel. Yeah, I've seen that before, Al. But that's just, those are stories for small groups in dark rooms. I don't even know why I said that. But yeah, we won't go there. We won't go there. Yeah, so what else has been going on? Other than that, nah, just been busy doing stuff, just puttering, not really puttering, but organizing and stuff like that. Been really spending a lot of time checking on online marketplace and all that for see what kind of motorhomes are out there. Because once I slap the sign on this tiny house and I get it sold, I'm gonna need motorhomes to go look at. And there's quite a few of them out there, and quite a few of the ones I would like and want to check out. And it's just a matter of what kind of condition they're in. And one of the most important things is the roof and whether it's watertight and that. Because once they start leaking, they're almost garbage in a way. I mean, it depends on when you catch it. I can't check that right now. Come here. Where are you going? My buddy sent me a text, a link in the text for something on probably Facebook or YouTube or something. I can't check my links right now because, well, I guess I could, but then I'd probably have to shut you down for a moment. Oh wow, crazy Billy T. You're still having a lot of problem with your pain and everything, eh? And all your medical issues. That's crazy, Billy. Crazy, yeah. And the doctor situation is nuts here as well in Canada. So you went through three doctors, been to the ER 4 times last month. You have to drive 6 hours to Milwaukee. My God. That's crazy. And pinched nerves and that's yeah, that's bad. Sometimes it gives you pain and sometimes it just makes everything go numb or something like that, doesn't it? It gives you sciatica, all the weird stuff. Wow, Billy, you're really suffering. I was hoping you'd, because I mean, you've been around on the show here for quite a long. Oops, this phone's gonna fall right off. Oops. Been on the show for a long time here. I think right from the beginning. I think you've been around, and you've been dealing with this pain stuff for a long time. I feel bad for you, man. Pain, and the discomforts and stuff, just that suck the life out of you. And it's not fun. Not fun. Yeah, you're definitely on a mission to get better, but we'll all pray for you, buddy. Pray that you get the right doctor, get the right treatments, right? Whatever you need. I was going to say medications, but get the right treatments, and less medications is better usually, because medications just a lot of times just mask your pain, and you don't realize what's going on, and you can hurt yourself more that way. So anyway, yeah, we'll all say a prayer for you, Billy, that you find the right doctor and the right treatments and everything, and get back on your feet permanently again. That really sucks. Anyway. Hey, you want to hear a song? You want to hear me sing? I don't know if he's actually watching the show or not, but yeah, Carl, I think he's a long way from Alabama. I think he's in Wisconsin, but it might be worth a trip if you can get fixed, eh? What did you do? Oh, she dropped her toy down here. Oof. Sing, Mamma Mia, sing. I was just about to. Please, okay. Since you said please and said it so nicely. That was cute. You got that, Carl. Eh? Yeah, you guys are listening. Carl's gonna go down and crash on, or Billy's gonna go down and crash on Carl's couch so we can go see the doctors down in Alabama. Oh, come here. She's gonna growl at me. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head down and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. That's the Sunshine Song. It's, I guess, the theme song for the channel, isn't it? Oof. Aren't those girls so beautiful? They're so beautiful. Thank you all again. Thank you. Oh my head's starting to hurt now. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I'm trying to do too much and stressing myself out. Oh boy. Wow. You hear the squeaking, eh? Squeaky, squeaky. Are you watching? He's not gonna talk to me now. He's got a great sense of humor. What would you call a wild sense of humor? Crazy, but it's excellent. He likes to harass me a lot, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Keeps me on my toes. Oh, sweet man. Oh, check this out. Check this out. I gotta unplug you now. Dude, come on, get out of here. Look at this. That's my drone. It wouldn't work on my phone, but it works on his phone, which is weird. Oh, is that your drone? Okay. That is cool, man. Glad you got it going. We're gonna take some drone shots. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cool. Sweet. I love it. And that's Trouble barking. That's baby's one of baby's puppies from the first litter. His name's Trouble. Cool, eh?
I'm gonna go into the city and see if I can find some single female window watching.
Why?
Watch women undress.
Oh. I figures you'd say that. Hopefully you can catch that there. Where'd it go? There it is. Hope you guys caught that. That is cool though. Yeah, I had so much trouble with the drone I got that wouldn't function on my phone. Everything worked except when I tried to get it to fly and it wouldn't. So basically I gave it to my buddy to see what he could do with it, and of course this one, that's his drone though. But anyway, my drone, Trouble. Trouble's barking at the drone. Oh, here it comes again. Hope you can see all that. It's got kind of a dark background. Whoops, because of the cloudy sky and everything on the mountain. I call it mountain, it's kind of a hill. Anyway, hope you could see the drone in that. I'm actually gonna, for the first time, probably go back and watch this live so I can see how that turned out. Because while I'm showing you the drone, I can't actually see the screen here. So there. So that's that. But yeah, that little puppy is Trouble. It's from baby's first litter. And my buddy's sister has one of the other puppies. So yeah, cool, awesome. I'm glad to see that drone is, because we've been trying to figure out how we can get some good drone shots of onto my channel and watching the trailer go down the highway and stuff like that. That'll be cool. And some of the places we go, like let's say one of the lakes, and that I can give you a drone shot, show you an aerial view of the lake and everything. Much better idea of what the whole area looks like, which I think you guys will probably enjoy, I hope. Oh boy, that dog though, it goes on and on and on like that, just almost not stop, and it gets a little bit kind of annoying. But I can't wait to see the oh, that's nothing. I don't know if you heard that noise. That was a I can't think of the words, man. Can't think of the words. Anyway, it was just telling me I got I hit 2 gigs of data, which is nothing because I've got 90. It just, for some reason, it just keeps doing that on the 2 gigs and says, "Oh, warning, you're running out. You're up to 2 gigs," and it's like, no, I'm not even close. Anyway, got 90 gigs of data, and that won't matter. Well, you should come up here, Billy, and train this one because it nobody's been able to train him not to bark like that. Nobody. And he's just like probably 6 years old now. Maybe he's only 5. I'm not sure, but he's been around a while, so he's harder to train. But he's so cute. Looks sort of like Angel. Like looks a lot like Angel, only he's kind of brown color, and he doesn't have as long as the ears hair as Angel does. Oh, I think I'm getting awake now with the coffee. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm really stoked about the drone thing. Oh, because I was actually gonna buy another one and order it, and as long as that one's working, um, I won't have to get another one, which is cool. Just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to bring up or mention or something. Oh, yeah, I think I'm a little more tired and worn out and still tiny bit under the weather than I realized I was. Oh, a broken record. Anyway, well, we're almost at an hour. Well, getting close to it. So you come to harass me again, eh? I gotta quit laughing like that. It sounds like somebody else. You missed it, didn't you?
These fucking YouTubers, you're all like little children, like little fucking children. He's got more views than me. Oh, look at him eBay.
I didn't even say
my
that.
God.
I didn't even say that.
And not one of you know how to fix anything.
That's why we do YouTube. We leave the rest of it to the professionals.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Thank you, Billy. Thanks, Billy.
I think what I'm gonna do is go down to a national park and chase the wildlife around with my drone. It's real fun.
That's a good idea.
It's highly illegal.
Oh, is it?
No,
I guess, yeah, it would be. It's
Yeah,
like,
it is. You can't fly in parks.
oh, right, in the national federal parks. Yeah, okay.
What I like to do is go down to Vancouver Airport, fucks them right up. They shut the whole place down.
Oh, I know. Yeah. They go nuts. Yeah. Yeah, and I think most cities you can't fly them
No.
in the city set.
No.
Yeah. That's crazy, eh? It's a bit strange, but I mean, I can sort of see part of their point. Doesn't it, if you're trying to fly it in a city, doesn't it just automatically shut it off because it's got a?
No, it depends.
I heard something about that.
Well, no, I mean, you can still fly them. I mean, this guy's like Casey Knight.
Huh?
Casey Neistat, he flies his drone in New York, right?
Yeah, how does he do that? Like,
Well, I don't know. Things have changed since Biden got in, and Trudeau.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, thank you there, Mama Mia. Thank you so much. And obviously, you must have known who I was talking about. That's so good. That's so cute.
Like now in Canada, it's illegal to have firearms, but you can have 2.5 grams of fentanyl.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy, eh? Yeah.
It takes 45 minutes for police to show up at an armed robbery. The police station's 2 kilometers away here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, everything's fine. Carry on.
In other words, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. But thanks again, Mama Mia. That's cute. I'm glad you realized what I was talking about. Ah,
Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if God's got my bullets ready for me.
okay. This is going to be.
Hold on. So you figured out the tethering, eh?
Yeah, but you know what? When I went live, I forgot to flip the switch on the phone so the laptop wouldn't connect, and I didn't want to shut these guys down.
Well, you don't have to. You just go into your settings.
No, but if I go into my settings on my phone,
You know.
I have to basically shut off the live to do that. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Someone who's highly educated is you, and I got grade 4 education, and I just don't understand the difference here.
I just forgot. It's a forgetful
I
thing.
have 5 trades.
'Cause
and
I
I'm
was
a
running
master at
around-
all of them. And yeah, I just don't get it.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we get forgetful.
No, because I grew up with European parents.
Oh.
My dad beat me to shit.
Oh, and I grew up with Irish parents.
Oh yeah, you guys are potato fucks. I gotta go.
Okay.
I'll see you later. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'll call you after the live
I'm
and
gonna
find out what you're
take
doing.
out my gas tank in my truck. I've
Yeah,
been doing that for 2.5 weeks now.
it might be a good day. It's not too hot.
No.
As long as it doesn't rain.
Don't expose yourself to no live or anything.
Okay, see you later. Hilarious. That guy's such a cool dude. A good friend too. I'm just this is the old gimbal, and then I got it taped up, and the tape wants to come apart, and then the phone will start sliding over. Anyway, thank you, Billy T. I don't know if I thanked you there, but Jason Jensen. Excuse me. You went where in the late 70s to the early 80s? I've lost track of the conversation to remember what you're actually referring to, but yeah, remind me where you went in the 70s and 80s. But anyway, Jason Jensen, I think you're a new viewer, possibly. I'm not sure. I just don't recognize you from the comments from before at all. So if you are new, welcome aboard, and maybe let us know where you are and how the weather is, kind of thing. So there we go. Angel, come on. Come here. What you doing? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry about that. He was just kind of worried about Angel being on the back deck and jumping off and running before I got to her or something like that. There we are.
Hey, Ken,
Yes.
that truck over there's got a fucking dead bird in its grill. Hey, come on.
Wow. Oh yeah. I'll have to check that out later. They won't be going anywhere for a while. Yeah. Sorry about the interruption there. He's trying to tell me some stuff. Okay, so now he's gone. I'm going to just shut the door. There we go. That way I don't have to watch the girls too closely. Anyway, this is the most interesting live I've had yet, I think. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, what I was going to do, I got the book out here and I was going to say something when he showed up, and I just wasn't going to get into that part of it while he was there. Not for any real reason, I just didn't want to get interrupted. Because if he said something while I was singing, I'd probably start laughing and the song would be over. So, you know, when you, I'm sure it's happened to every single one of you out there, is sometime whenever it happens, whether you get up in the morning or it's sometime in the day or whatever, you get the song in your head. And then the rest of the whole day, you can't get that song out of your head. It keeps playing over and over and over. Well, a little while ago, I got this song in my head, one of the songs I do, and I don't know why. It's been like 2 weeks and I can't get the damn thing out of my head. Every time I turn around and I'm doing anything, I'm focusing on anything, like maybe rigging up my fishing gear and stuff, or, you know, casting out or trying to catch fish, or I don't know what else, working on the truck, or putting stuff in storage, whatever I'm doing and trying to focus on. This song, and you might have even seen it in a couple of my videos where you might have heard me. I think when I was cooking those fish in a previous video, you might have heard me there. But I keep humming the tune. It just keeps going in my head, and everything I'm doing, I keep humming it, and sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it until I've been actually humming it for quite a while. But I can't get the damn thing to leave my head every single day, even yesterday. So I'm hoping this will make it go away, and maybe I'll start get another tune in my head, so we can mix it up again. Anyway, hopefully I won't get the tickle in my throat, but this is the song that's been playing over and over and over again in my head for about 2 weeks now. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. I'll learn much more than they'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, that one's been stuck in my head for a long time. Thank you, Billy. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. Now maybe it'll stop plaguing me and I'll get something out, some other song stuck in my head. There you go. That's my point. I'm going to make it stick in all your heads, and then it'll stop plaguing me, and you guys will be plagued with it until the next live show. Absolutely, Mamma Mia. Absolutely. That's what I think of all the time, is the Lord above when I sing that song. Everything makes you cry, doesn't it, Cheryl? I'm just joking. But yeah, it makes you feel like that. At the very least, I think it makes people feel melancholy. It just pulls out your heartstrings and that kind of thing. But yeah, this thing's starting to flop again. I don't know what the hell to do. Just 1 second here. I'm just going to try and tighten it down again. See if that works. It's like the phone slowly starts tilting and tilting because of the tape isn't holding it. I'm probably going to have to just get the Gorilla Glue out and glue it down so it won't move. Hello, Bruce. How you doing? Mr. Thorpe, how's it going today? You're very welcome for the song. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm not really sure exactly who really enjoys these things unless they make a comment. So, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you all enjoy it. Hope you've been here the whole time there, Cheryl. Darn doggy hairs everywhere. They're tickling and stuff. But you haven't really missed a lot there, Cheryl, so if you haven't been around. But there, yeah. Oh, boy. So, yeah, hopefully I've got that song out of my head and move on to something else. Like I was saying earlier, I'm feeling better than I was in the last, well, I guess it started about 4 days ago. And for 3 days, I was feeling pretty rough and wiped out. And I actually, because of that, I still haven't got a video up for Tuesday yet. And I know what I want to do, and I just haven't been able to get around to it. But I will. I will somehow, like some days, you know, I don't have a video up, and I've got, let's say, I want a video up for Tuesday, and I haven't even built one, and it's Monday. And I go running around, I think of an idea, and I go running around, I start filming a bunch of clips, and then I spend the whole rest of the day and the evening editing and building and converting and then uploading. And then I got to go on the laptop and do all the thumbnails and the details and all those stuff like that. And like sometimes I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning when I finally get it uploaded and finished and that for YouTube, and just so it could be out at 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's crazy sometimes. Oh, that's good, Cheryl. Glad you've been hanging out there. I'm sure you're always right on time and always waiting for the lives. You wait all week for the lives, don't you? I'm sure of that. I'm sure you've mentioned that before. But anyway. Really? Why would he do that? Why? That's interesting, Billy. Sorry about that. No, I've never talked to Jeffy. I've made a comment that before on his channel, way back, like long before his hospital thing going on. But I've never talked to him personally. I actually, not really was trying to, but I wanted to try and get down there and say hi and blah blah blah. But no, what I find is interesting is you said that you think he's going to go down and see Raven in Wisconsin and visit her and talk to her for a bit, but I don't know why. I've never seen him even communicate with Raven, but not that I haven't actually watched Raven's channel for a very long time now. Since, it's over a year since all that crap started happening with the other people and that. But that's not because of that necessarily. It's because I just sometime after that and down the road, I just haven't had the time to watch anyone's, and I don't watch pretty much anyone anymore, unless it has to do with God and Jesus and stuff like that. Then I'll watch, and that's what I focus on lately because I want to. It keeps me uplifted for one thing, but I also want to see if there's any more information I can learn, because it's I've read the Bible inside and out. I've read every word in the Bible at least once, and some of them thousands of times. So having said that, it's like there's still information to learn. Sometimes, even though you read it all, someone will come up with some information, and then, oh wow, I didn't see it that way or whatever, and then it gets you to go back and relook at it and get a better angle and idea of what the words are talking about and stuff like that. So really interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that. I see. Like I say, I'm like out of the loop with other channels and stuff like that. But no, I didn't realize you'd been talking to him, commenting or whatever. However, you communicated with Jeffy Bear, Billy. Um, but that's cool that he said he should be trying to pass through Wisconsin there sometime and possibly meet up with you and say hi and stuff like that. He's a really nice guy, like down to earth and everything like that. And I think now that he's back in his band and he's mobile again, I'm sure he wants to just get out and tour and look at everywhere. A lot of places he hasn't been, and that would be cool, right? Like that would be cool of him. Get out and go see all these places. Back on the road again, and hopefully hook up with people that are interested in saying hi. That'd be cool. I mean, you get to, if he comes in through Wisconsin and he, in your neighborhood and has a moment or so to stop by and just chat with people, that would be too cool for words. But yeah, I didn't realize that, he knew other people like Raven and that, or communicated or anything like that. But yeah, that's excellent. And that would be cool because, he, like I said, he's a really nice guy and very down to earth and stuff like that. So yeah, these are the kind of people you want to meet. And his spirits are high. That's right. After all, going through all that now, and then being, I guess, stuck in a house somewhere, whatever. And now that he's got the van and everything back on the road, I'm sure he's a lot happier, a lot happier. I don't know about that one there, Billy. What do you think? You got the wrench. I'm not sure what to say with that one. So far, it's just generic, but I guess we'll wait and see what comments come up. But keep your eyes open, Billy. That's why we gave you the wrench. I wasn't sure if it was necessary right then and there, Billy, but okay. Okay, I wasn't sure. I was going to wait and see if there's actually anything that should be disappeared, but I'm assuming, yeah, probably was going to be. But anyway. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it was kind of iffy there, so sometimes better be safe than sorry. But it's so cool that, like people with their YouTube channels can actually give someone the rights to be a moderator so that they can just focus on doing the show and stuff like that, and someone else will watch out for stuff like that. That's so cool. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter that much because, the comments are low enough that I can mostly keep up with them and everything. But when, you got a ton of subscribers out there and you got people commenting constantly and they're just flying by, you definitely need someone else to watch it. Oh, you did you, Cheryl? Yeah. Well, here we go again. I might have trouble today doing anything with my voice, so it seems fine, and then all of a sudden, wham, it just hits me. But yeah, so hopefully you won't get that stuck in your head for forever, for a whole week or so. That's very true, Billy. Yeah, there is quite a few people. I noticed that, Carl, a lot of people missing again. Don't know why that is. It seems to come and go. I guess it depends on, what Sunday it is and what time of the month and what things people have to get done, and whether they're busy or not, or it could be a moving day for some people because it's just after the end of the month. But yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes everybody shows up, and sometimes a lot of them are missing. But yeah, must be their life. What the hell's that noise? Oh. Guy with the trailer go by. Did I do a short before what? I'm not sure, Billy. Before for the live? I did. I was actually late. I usually do them on Friday, right after my Friday video comes out. I usually do the short to announce I'm going live on the Sunday, but I kept thinking about it and go, I got to do it now. I'll do that when I stop, right? Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. And then as soon as I stop, I forget, and I go do something, and I come back. Oh shoot! I still haven't put the live all day long Friday. I just kept forgetting, and then it was late at night, and I just thought, oh man, I'm just gonna go to sleep. And of course, I still wasn't feeling very good at all that day as well. And anyway, and then I got up. I wrote it down on a piece of paper Friday night, so that when I wake up to make my coffee, the note's right in front of me and says, "Announce you're live." So that's why it was late. It was on Saturday, and I think it was Saturday, and I think it took me a couple hours or something to actually get around to it after that. So yeah. But there's different. I always like to do it on Friday because it gives you a person. You don't want to do it too early because they'll forget. Like if you do it a week or a few days early, people might forget when Sunday comes around. But I was told by different people that when you announce you're going live, it's usually the day before, right? A lot of people do that. And I don't know. I just think that Friday gives people a better time frame to try and show up for Sunday. Gives them more of a heads up. That's why I do it on Friday. But I guess everyone's got their own process. Oh, my back, my shoulders. My body, my neck hurts. Everything hurts. Oh. But yeah, I'm going to try. I will continue to keep doing them on Friday when I remember. Excuse me. Anyway, since I can't think of a lot of things in my head. Oh, these dog hairs, they cling to my nose for some reason. It's like static electricity, and they go, there's his nose, let's go get it. Anyway, I had a different program today, but since you said something, Cheryl, I thought maybe I'll do this. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, and let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. There you go. That wasn't planned today, so that was because you mentioned it, Cheryl. So you can everybody out there, you can thank Cheryl for that one. Reviews from September when you talk about fireweed. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get back to that too. That's going to be in the fall. But glad, yeah, you went back and checked one of my videos, September. Yeah, the fireweed. Fireweed is really important wild product for tea and it's edible and everything, but especially for teas and stuff. It's very famous for teas for the First Nations and stuff. Fireweed and its relative great willow herb. Great willow herb is actually more important than fireweed, but they're both of the same kind of basic genus, and they're very good. And I've actually run out of that, and I've got my stinging nettle and I've got some chamomile and stuff, but oh, that hat, yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I'm glad you like that song. But yeah, I can't wait until fall where I can collect a lot more. I'm going to make sure I collect so much that it's going to last me a year. Very important. It's supposed to be really good for the intestines and all that kind of stuff inside. But yeah, that hat. Oh, there you go. I didn't notice that. Woo, there you go. It's kind of crushed. I've been moving stuff around. I kind of crushed the hat. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool too. This hat here, that's the one you're talking about, right? Yeah, it's kind of funky, but believe it or not, it's not quite a real hat. It's I guess you might say a toy hat. It's actually from my Halloween costume. I wear it. Excuse me. I wear the skeleton costume with that crazy looking mask, and I wear the hat on it. Yeah. I just keep it because it looks funky, but it is a Halloween costume. And that's right, Cheryl. You just have to let it be, stay in the moment, stay quiet and calm, and there will be an answer. If you wait for it, there will be an answer. But if you don't wait for it, you might not get the answer. Anyway, I'm glad you like it. Another thing, too. I'm glad you brought that up, Carl. My spuds are doing really good. Let's go find out. I've been meaning to throw it into another clip. Oh, for another one of my other videos coming up here. I just haven't got around to it, but they're doing real good. Really good. Look at this. These are all flowers. Potatoes actually flower. And they get pollinated, but they don't actually create seeds. It's a very interesting plant. And some potatoes, I think the genetically modified ones, some potatoes don't flower, but any of the really good ones, the heritage South American ones that are purple or red or multicolored, the more color the potatoes got is the healthier they are for you, the more nutrition they have. But yeah, they're coming along really good, and I can't wait till they're going to get taller and taller. And if I drag this tiny house around, I'm going to have to put garbage bags over top and kind of tie it down so the wind won't flap them, like snap them while I'm driving down the highway. So I haven't taken the tiny house down the highway for a while now. So this thing's falling apart again. Come on, stick. There. Hopefully that'll stay for a bit. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. A lot of people tell me that they love my laugh. And I'm glad because, you never know what you sound like until somebody else explains it to you. Like we don't hear ourselves like everybody else hears us, apparently. Hey, John, you made it. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? How's the family? Is it a busy day in your house today, or is it not quite a family day today? So anyway, yeah, I can't wait till those spuds are done, and I flip those tubs into the wheelbarrow and sort out all the potatoes in there and see how many we got. So I put 5 seed potatoes in the bottom of each of those tubs, and I've got at least 20 plants coming up in each one, maybe more, but minimal 20 plants coming up. And so in theory, the way I've seen it done before and the way I've had it happen to me before, is that I could get 120 potatoes in each one of those tubs, and they wouldn't be like big potatoes. It'd, be smaller ones like this, but each one of them could get about 120 potatoes in each tub. Not saying that they will be, but um, it's theoretically possible. But I will get plenty of potatoes out of it. There's no doubt about that. But John, you're making some more Simpson oil again, eh? Good for you. Good for you. Got to keep treating those cancer patients and all the other patients, for whatever their condition is. But yeah, good to hear it. Good to hear. I wish I could come down there, man, and just sit around with you for a long time, and try out the Simpson oil for my condition. I've tried it before, but it's so expensive, and I just couldn't keep up with it, and I didn't do it long enough to medically make a difference, I believe. But it would be cool if I could. But yeah, that's actually, I never thought of that, Carl. I can put the potatoes inside the tiny house while I'm traveling around. The only problem is they are really heavy. Those tubs are pretty big size, and they're full of dirt, and they're heavy. And then the more the plant grows, it makes it heavier because it just adds more weight. But yeah, that could be a possibility if I can carry them easily enough. You got that right, John. Rick Simpson deserves a statue in his honor in Canada, and that'll never happen because of the corruptness of the politicians and everything these days. These years, the way it is, it'll probably never happen. But definitely, he needs, people like that need statues in their honor, and the truth needs to be known. Another one is Dr. Sebi. He's dead now. He died, and actually, I think they killed him. Like the consensus out there by people that I see talking about it online is that basically he was taken out because he was speaking the truth medically about foods and how they can heal your body and everything like that. And it was amazing. I'm still studying more and more about him and his background and everything. His wife was out there, wife and family and that are out there still promoting him and his products and his ideas and everything like that. So that's good. But yeah, there's a suspicion around his death. So, but all these people like Rick Simpson, Dr. Sebi, anyone, I can't remember anyone else's names, but there's a number of people out there that are actually doing good things medically for people through simple, natural and organic sources. And they should all be honored and praised, and they're getting shut down, which is stupid. Oh, really? I didn't know he was in Croatia, John. Wow, Rick Simpson's in Croatia and he's doing poorly. That's really too bad. Man, I wonder, I'll have to look more into that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying, Carl. All Simpsons should have a statue. including you, right, Carl? That's cute. That's funny. We got to put up a statue in honor of Carl Simpson, the famous bass lure maker and catcher of all things bass. I had to think up something silly to say on the spur of the moment. Anyway, that's yeah. So yeah, I can't wait till those potatoes are done to see what kind of quantity I've got and everything. And they are really, really delicious. Really delicious. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I'm not so tired and run down right now, but it's like my brain is half shut off, and I have to work really hard at trying to think of things and remember things and stuff like that. As you can see, you can probably hear the wheels turning and nothing's going on. You know, when you're young and you get sick and ill and whatever, and it wipes you out, takes you out, like puts you flat out and stuff, it's a lot easier and faster to get back on your feet again. But when you're getting older, it seems like like it takes you out, like, let's say for 3 days, like for me there, but then it takes an extra 3 or 4 days just to get back on your feet again right after. And yeah, it really affects our brains, our memory, and our thinking and everything so much. Not sure what that means, Billy. Phone drop out. Yours dropped out or mine dropped out or... Not sure. If somebody says something right away, they're okay. Oh, your battery. I better check mine, see what mine's doing. Oh, I've got 64% still. Your battery's dropped out, eh, Billy? Sorry to hear that. Hope you don't miss the show. But it's always good to have you around. If you drop out, I guess I'm going to have to pull my own wrench out. Hopefully I won't need one. Hopefully I won't need one. Oh. What you doing? Baby? Baby? Are you sleeping, baby? Are you sleeping? She says, shut up, Dad. You're not throwing my toy around, so you're no fun. Just moving like that, it's like my back hurts, my spine hurts, my neck hurts, shoulder, everything hurts. It's crazy, crazy. I didn't think I'd get this old, Carl. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking that the other day, and I was thinking, you know, when you're young, people age and pass on and all that kind of thing. It's common, you know, we grew up knowing that it happens to everyone, right? But when you're young, you don't really think about the fact that you are going to get old one day, and you don't see it coming, you know. I don't know if it's like that for you guys, but you know, in a way, like in the back of my mind, I guess you sort of feel like you're going to live forever. You know, nothing's going to take you down or take you out, and then about 30 years later, you start to realize, hey, I'm getting old. But yeah, it's interesting, eh? And right, John, it goes faster and faster as it gets closer and closer. Oh my God. It seems to, anyway. Yeah, but such is life. But the great thing is our lives are immortal, and the soul lives on and on and on, pretty much forever, as I understand it. And these physical what's the word I'm looking for? I hate that. Being here in the physical form is only a temporary thing. and you know, we can go on and on. So that's, I don't know, that helps me to think about that sort of thing. It's like, it's not, you know, you live, you die, it's over, it's done, there's nothing more. That's totally garbage. Yeah, from what I've heard of your little bits that you've told me, John, you have had a wonderful, amazing life, and had your share of fun. And yeah, it's great. It's great. You've you know, your family, your wife, your family, your children, grandchildren, all that. You know, like your relatives. Sounds like you've had great. I've had my share of fun too. I mean, I complain about things that happen in my life, and a lot of crazy shit has happened in my life. But the thing is, I don't ever want to give the impression that I haven't enjoyed my life in many, many times and ways. I had a lot of good things happen in my life, you know, and you always got to look back on all the good and wonderful things that have happened in your life, and all the fun and you've had and all that kind of stuff. So you got to keep that in mind, and just forget about the bad crap that happens. I mean, bad things happen all the time in people's lives, you know, here and there. Like, none of us are immune to that, but we just get over that and get back onto the good stuff. But yeah, I have had, you know, a lot of great stuff and wonderful things. I mean, my little doggies here, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Mamma Mia, that's right. You just realized one day, I'm old. I'm already old. Yeah, it kind of sneaks up on you and slaps you, doesn't it? Wow. Anyway, Cheryl, that sounds good. Your blood work was okay. That's good. That's 99% of it right there. Except your glucose was up. I wouldn't worry so much about the glucose, is that your blood work is fine, except your glucose is up. Don't worry so much. You're actually on the more positive end of it. That the basics of your blood work is good, and the only issue is the glucose. That's going to fluctuate anyway. I found that through my testing, through my medical condition. I got to catch up now. Everyone's going past. You had a friend pass away last Wednesday. She was only 58, Carl. That's kind of sad when people go a little bit early, but we all have our time. I missed a comment there, Billy. Sorry about that. Yeah, you took the good and the bad, and it's all part of life. That's right, Mamma Mia. Yeah, but that's too bad about your friend dying at 58. It's, you know, it's still fairly young, you know. But yeah, the comments had gone by so fast, I missed some stuff there. But anyway, Cheryl, you know, if your overall blood work is okay and it's just the one thing with the glucose, that's not a big deal. That really fluctuates and stuff. So try not to stress and worry about it at all. Like, just wait till your next test and see. And, you know, as long as you're getting up on your feet and you're relatively healthy all the time, and it's not like totally wiping out or taking it down, you know, you're actually doing good. And, you know, none of us really have any good overall total blood work. Like, when I go in there, there's always questions about this and that. My cholesterol is too high or whatever. And the next time I go, it's apparently too low or something. You know, everything fluctuates every time I get a blood test. But the thing is I'm still in the same condition, you know, trying to get through my medical condition and the suffering and all that. But it's like each blood test doesn't make me feel any worse or better. You know what I mean? It's still all the same. And the blood tests just keep fluctuating on different points, like whether it's your cholesterol or your glucose or whatever, you know. So anyway, I wouldn't worry about that too much, Cheryl. Seriously, just thank God you're still alive and you're still mobile and you're still on your feet. You can go and do stuff, get around. But yeah, I bet you have watched a lot of miracles, John, with your many years working with the Simpson oils and stuff like that on other people and stuff, and for yourself, like you say, even made your life rewarding in your 60s. So I forgot how old you are. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Huh. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if it helps, Cheryl, but one thing that kind of helps me, I don't know, keep going, I guess, and try and stay in the moment and not get over stressed and over, because stress will really kill you. It'll really kill you, seriously. Um, but is knowing that, sure, coming down here, like coming down the road here in the future, in the very near future, a lot more shit is going to hit the fan and blah, blah, blah. And all the prophecies are going to, the tribulations, all that kind of stuff. And, so many people are worried about, Armageddon, it's the end of the world. We're all going to die and all this. It's like, no, that's negative. No, we have to go through that because there's a reason for it. There's a plan, God's plan. And we have to go through that. But what people forget is once that happens, and before we actually completely destroy ourselves on this planet, God sticks his hand in to stop all that. And thankfully, it's only for the small group of elected ones that he does this. So we have to all be thankful for those that he's stopping this thing from happening, right? Because if he didn't stop it, we would blow up the whole planet and that would be it. Mankind's over. But he is going to stop it, and he's going to, separate the goats from the sheep. And then after that, we're going to have a minimum of 1,000 years of heaven on earth here, like a Garden of Eden kind of thing here on earth. And that's what I'm focusing on. Sure, the shit's going to hit the fan. We're going to go through a lot of tribulations and crap. But once we get past that, it might be a little tricky and difficult and annoying at sometimes. But once we get past that, we are going to have a beautiful, beautiful future here with Jesus and his 144,000 saints ruling over the whole planet and humanity and everything like that. And it's going to be wonderful, like it said, for a minimum of 1,000 years. So there you go. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking for the hope and the promise, not the crap and the bullshit, Excuse me. Still happening. Really, Carl? They don't have it legally legal there in Alabama yet? I thought it was pretty much legal everywhere now in North America. I was convinced it was, but that's interesting. Very interesting. I did not know that. But they're still trying to get medical weed legal there. Wow. See, they don't want us healthy. They really don't. It's the money people running the whole world. It's and I don't know how many people out there really realize that that's been going on since 1913, and because they took over the Federal Reserve, and after that, everything went down the tubes. Everything, because that gives them the opportunity to control the whole world. If they control the money, they control the whole world, and that's no lie. And that's what they're doing. And they don't want us healthy because they make billions and billions and billions of dollars off us, throwing this garbage medications at us that don't work, keeping us unhealthy so they can continue to make money off us. It's crazy. It definitely could, Carl. It could help a lot of people. It already has. Ask John. John's a perfect example of that it's a very beneficial medical product for many, many people. Ask Tommy Chong. Apparently he cured his cancer with that. You know, it's a proven fact now that it is a very good medicinal product, and it helps a lot of people, and they just don't want us to know that. They're still trying to deny it and hide the truth from us, but you know, the truth will always prevail. That's the one immutable law of the universe. The whole universe is the truth will always prevail. Sometimes it might take 1,000 years or a few thousand years, but the truth will always prevail, and the truth will always be seen for the truth. You know, it doesn't matter how many people out there have many different opinions. Some are going to be right, some are going to be wrong. Maybe everybody's going to be wrong because nobody's come up with the actual truth of the matter. But eventually the truth will be known and shown, and it will prevail, right? So, like, just an example, like, you can have 6 different people or groups of people, and they all think the moon is this, the moon is that. Like, the moon is made of green cheese, the moon is made of rocks and dust, the moon is this, the moon is that. And some people think the moon is hollow and it was created by aliens. But it doesn't matter what any of us here think, or nobody's opinion matters. The moon is going to be what the moon is going to be no matter what, and the truth will be the truth, will be the truth, right? It's just a matter of fact. And one day, hopefully, we'll know, because when God returns and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure we will be informed of the truth of pretty much everything. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, Carl. That is crazy. Oh yeah, so I'm going to comment on this before it gets too far away. But yeah, if anyone needs help with their medical condition, with the Simpson oils and that kind of stuff, or they have a loved one or a friend or whatever that needs help with that kind of stuff, check with John there, John Jarvis. Check with him, and he'll try to find a way of helping you in one way or another. So yeah. But anyway, Carl, yeah, that is crazy that you don't even have lotteries down in Alabama. Wow. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything. I'm just saying it's weird. Like you said, it's you seem to be way behind the times in Alabama. That is interesting. No medical marijuana, no lotteries. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy. But I bet they sell tons of alcohol down there, because that's another part of the whole conspiracy, not conspiracy, but the corruption. I don't like the word conspiracy because it's not a conspiracy, it's the truth. It's the other people trying to say it's a conspiracy. Anyway, the corruption is, it seems, like alcohol was legal, which is probably the stupidest thing they could do. And yet, all the other good stuff is not legal. Isn't that interesting? But that's just the way of the world. Excuse me. Wow. I might have to cut this show a little shorter today because my throat and that. But anyway, oh, that's the wrong book. That's the wrong book. Right up until this morning, I had not been able to, lots of alcohol. Yeah, everywhere. Alcohol. Yeah, they don't mind us killing ourselves with alcohol, but they don't want us making ourselves healthy with marijuana and anything else that's actually good for us. Like even the wild herbs and stuff. Like, people, the First Nations and any Aboriginals anywhere on the planet have always known about wild edibles and products and herbs that are actually medicines and stuff, and healing and making people better. And they've been trying to suppress that for a long time, and it's just starting to come back out again. Of course you will, Cheryl. Of course you will. It's a really hard thing to discuss in a nutshell. It's a really long conversation probably, but yes, you will. You'll have your memories. You'll know everything. Okay, here's how it goes in a nutshell. okay, well, the shit hits the fan, and then there's, through the tribulations and all that, and then when Jesus returns and he's putting the goats on one side and the sheep on the other, basically the thing is what you do. Every single person is going to get their own book. He's going to shove a book in your face, and this is your life. This is your life's history, your life story. This is what you've done in the past, and this is what you do. And like if you've been bad and you're the goat on the left, you have an opportunity to repent and blah blah blah, and your soul will be saved. And if you don't repent, of course, you're going into the pit of fire in hell. And if you've been good, then you're a sheep on the other side and you'll be saved and blah blah blah. But anyway, everyone's going to be shown their book of what they've done throughout their life and many lives or whatever. So you will be confronted with yourself, and the thing is at that time, or even maybe after or something, after that, we will know a lot of things. We'll meet up with all of our relatives and our loved ones, and it's like I was saying earlier, the soul is immortal, and we go on and on and on, and these physical bodies are just a temporary thing. And but the soul, I mean, you can look back at all the Judaic books. They talked about the immortality of the soul. Julius Caesar, when he was writing his memoirs and stuff like that, talked about the people of the book, and that how everyone connected with them all had the belief in the immortality of the soul, and that's why they were just amazing warriors and stuff. They went to battle knowing that if they died in battle, their soul was going to live on and on and on. And that goes, the further you go back in time, the more everyone believed that, except people that were, like, let's say, not in the know, because they had no connection with God or any of that, right? But anyway, trying to make it brief, but yeah, we'll have all our memories, because if Jesus is going to show us a book of what we've done in our life, that is basically showing us what we've done, and so it'll have to include our memories, right? And a lot of things he'll show us in a book and say, hey, remember when you did this? A lot of those things you're going to forget, right? Because, oh, I forgot I did that, so a lot of the stuff you've forgotten about will come to light too. But yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, is to show you what you should remember, and all the memories, everything's going to come to light, absolutely everything. I've been studying this for at least 52 years, and I keep studying constantly, and the more I study, the more everything I've learned and I'm learning, and I believe is being confirmed more and more all the time, especially as time goes on. But yeah, it's going to be amazing, Cheryl. Just trust me. I would have to sit and talk to you for hours about to fill in all the little minor details. But yeah, that's what I keep trying to tell people when they go like, oh yeah, remember back in the 60s, it's everywhere you look, there's people standing in the corner with a sign that says, the end is near, the end is near. It was all about being annihilated and Armageddon and dying and the world being blown up and all, the end of humanity and that. But that's because they don't, they never really read it, or it wasn't taught to them properly, that the Armageddon, the coming, or whatever you want to call that, is not the end. It's the end of a time frame, which starts off a new time frame, right? It's the end of one era and the beginning of a new era, right? And Carl, you're so funny. Yeah, Carl says, I hope they lost my book and I have to start over. It's cute. That's a good one. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people are into the negative. Oh yeah, we're all gonna die and all that. And it's like, no. If you know what you read the book and you know the stuff, Billy, you're funny too. Let's drink to that. Amen. That's cute. Um, yeah, what the whole point is that everything's going to get sorted out one way or another, and we're on to the beautiful Eden, kind of the way it was meant in the first place, right? You know, they gave us this Garden of Eden, this beautiful thing. We had to screw it up, and so we've gone through thousands and thousands of years, humanity, and we still haven't figured it out. We still haven't fixed it. We just keep going down worse and worse in that. So, before we actually um, completely annihilate ourselves, God will stop it, and then He'll sort everything out. So, and then it'll be great and wonderful. It's just a matter, we just have to get through this, and once this is done, it'll be beautiful for all of us. And includes everyone that has died in the past, right? You know, and what was there was another point I was going to make. Damn it, I lose my train of thought so much. There was a point I was gonna make, a simple point, an example. Man, hopefully it comes back to me. Hopefully it comes back to me. Because it was a quick, simple point that was going to just clarify everything, and I can't think of it. Yeah, that's probably true, Carl. You got older because God watched over you when you were young and stupid. He protected you so you could get older. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. You know, John, that everybody can say something like that to some degree. I wasn't always a good person, especially when you're younger. But you say your wife made you care about people. Well, I turned it around. Look what you're doing, all the stuff you're doing for people, man. But there's no one alive that can say they're a perfect good person. No one. The book says we're all sinners. Nobody is exclusive from being a sinner. Nobody. I don't care how good. Mother Teresa has sinned in her life. She's done stuff wrong. Everybody is a sinner. I mean, nobody can say they're not. It's just impossible. And I mean, that's just another point from the book. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying any of this is my opinion. This is actually just information straight from the book. Whether I believe it or not doesn't matter. But what the book says is that no one alive is not a sinner, right? So we've all sinned. I've sinned, and not only that, we continue to sin, even sometimes by the simplest things, right? But that's all going to get sorted out in the end anyway. And once that happens, the last thing you want to do is not repent, not, wake up and say, hey, wait a minute, I've done bad, I've been bad and all this, and not repent. Because if you don't repent, and the closer we get, the less repenting is going to help you, because you got to repent long before we get there. But anyway, the worst thing you can do right now is not repent. And here's a reasonable example. Okay, everyone's going to be, that's ever lived, is going to be before Jesus, and everyone's going to be shown their book, and doesn't matter who you are, and even all the goats on the left, they still have that one last opportunity to repent, and sincerely repent, and then they can be saved from going into the pit of hell. And that includes people like Hitler and Pol Pot, Lenin, all these, let's say, evil people in the world that have killed millions and millions of people. They still have the opportunity to repent, because it's the soul. It's not the body. It's the soul that needs to live on. And I almost lost my life again briefly. So there is definitely a most higher power there. Oh, I missed that, Billy. I missed that about the Zen thing and the tickets. I'm not sure if that was a real thing or if you're joking about me and my channel or something, but it looked pretty good. I just missed the comment. And if I had the laptop running, I would have seen it. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Thank you. I'm not sure if you're a new viewer or not, but I don't recognize the name from before, so but my memory's not as good as it is. But if you are new, welcome aboard, and if not, thanks for hanging out. But thank you so much for your beautiful comment. Oh wow, that's one of the nicest things anyone could have said to me lately. I'm just going to repeat that. You are a good man, period. You need not worry. You are loved. You are wanted. You are great. And thank you. And, you know, that's the truth about just about anyone out there, unless they're bad and evil. You know what I mean? But anyone that's genuinely good, even if they fall down and slip up once in a while and they don't always do right, and sometimes they do minor sins and that is the truth of how God looks at you. That you are a good person, period. You need not worry. You are loved and you are wanted and you are great. And if you talk to Jesus and God or both or whatever, that's a moot point in itself. But then, you know, that's how God feels about you. Thanks for that. Oh, you are new. Okay, Elizabeth, thanks for clarifying that. And welcome aboard, like I say. If you enjoy the show and that, please tell all your friends and tell them to subscribe. But welcome aboard. We have a really good community here. You know, like everyone's nice and pleasant and friendly and everything. And it's great. And if you're enjoying what we're talking about and doing right now, then I'm sure you'll stick around. And hopefully, like I said, you'll tell all your friends to subscribe. I'm just giving myself a little plug there. But I have a really firm belief in Jesus, God, the whole bit, the immortality of the soul and everything. And like I say, when I was a teenager, I mean, I was thinking about it since I was a young person. I don't know when I started actually thinking too much about it. Could have been before I was 12 or something. But anyway, by the time I was 16, I had to know the truth about everything in the world. Like, I just wanted to know who we are, what we are, where we came from, why, you know, all that. And I decided that the first place to start is the oldest written knowledge that we have on the planet. And at that time, the oldest thing, I mean, it still is actually it's one of the oldest things, but because we've dug up more stuff that's older. But anyway, that's where I started. I started by reading the Bible. You know, I wanted to know, and that's the oldest thing, and it was apparently the truth. So I just started reading that, and I read it more and more and more, and then kept going back and reading it and over. And this is why I've learned as much as I've learned, and there's always lots more to learn that we haven't known yet, and that's coming. So, and so I just keep trying to learn every day. And I, you know, if I have, I need to clarify anything in the books that I haven't got clear, like stuff like Revelations is really hard to understand and sort out and everything. So I just try and source out other people that have, you know, studied it and maybe figured it out more, and then I get better information and get more enlightened about what it's saying and stuff. But yeah, you never stop learning, ever. So anyway, I hope I wish I could remember what oh, thank you, Elizabeth, thank you. I'm not always very eloquent when I'm talking, but if it's very well said, then at least the message got across properly. So that's good. Thank you. But I wish I could remember that other example I was trying to think about before. Oh man, that's the bad part of getting old is your short-term memory starts to go, and you know it's great because your long-term memory you got the rest of your life to remember what it was, but short-term memory it's gone in a second. But anyway, if I remember the point, I'm going to write it down for another time, and I'll bring it up again. But it was actually a good point to make. Ah, and now it's bugging me. You know when you can't think of something and it just bugs the hell out of you. Anyway, also Elizabeth, I apparently I do a bunch of singing on this channel. Not from because I necessarily wanted to, but it just kind of happened sort of accidentally and suddenly way back when I first started my channel, and someone, some people complimented me on me just goofing around kind of singing parts of songs and that, and so they kept kind of saying, hey, you gotta sing some more and stuff like that. And I don't know why anyone really likes it so much, but they seem to do. So anyway, I hope you don't mind singing as well. So actually, that's what I started to say is even right up until this morning, I didn't write anything down. I hadn't focused on that. It was because had the 3 days I was feeling terrible. And well, here you go, Elizabeth. It's coming right now. Oh, okay, I could do that one too. Maybe I'll do that one after, Carl. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but glad you could make it. But anyway, so I did this morning. I had a couple on my mind, and I meant to write them down for days there, and I finally got around to it this morning. I forced myself to just do it. That was partly why I was a little late too, because I did that, and then I had to take the girls out, and just put me behind. So let's try this one. Wait a second. See if I can actually pull this off. I haven't even practiced it. Early in the evening, just around supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the harp. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Rooster hits the washboard and people just gotta smile. Blinky thumps a gut bass and solos for a while. Poor boy twangs the rhythm out on his Kalamazoo. Willie goes into a dance and doubles on kazoo. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. You don't need a penny just to hang around, but if you got a nickel, won't you lay your money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. People come from all around to watch the magic boy. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing, bring a nickel, tap your feet. I think you all remember that one, don't you? I hear people talk, oh, there's a doggy out there. Oops, I said the wrong word. There they go. They can't see it, they can smell it or hear it or something. Come on, get up here. Come on. Thank you, Carl. Thanks, Billy. Thank you all for enjoying that. I don't know. Anyway, I sort of pull it off, but I listen to myself and Angel, come. And in my head, I don't seem to get the tune necessarily right or perfect or whatever you want to say, but if you guys enjoy it, that's the main thing, right? That's the main thing. I can't remember where I heard it from, but oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you like the CCR, and I love it. It's such a cool upbeat tune and everything like that. But thank you for the you nailed it comment. That's cool. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. I mean, like I say, I don't think I'm a singer of any sort of that. I just like to sing and enjoy it, and always have. And people want to, if people want to hear it and listen and like it, that's even cooler. So I mean, I'll do it for that reason, but I won't do it because I think I'm good at it. Anyway, it was one I kept thinking about. I forget to make a note of it and to write the lyrics down, and I finally got around to that. But yeah, CCR, I really like CCR. I think I was 13 years old when they first hit the scene, and I liked them right away, and I've liked them ever since. But there you go. I'm glad it was one of your favorites, actually. Wow, we're over 2 hours already. Wow, it seems like it's maybe an hour, but wow. Some days time just flies, and and then some days it drags on, and it's like you feel like you've been there 2 hours and it's been 20 minutes. But yeah, that's crazy. It's really fun, but I can't believe it's been over 2 hours already. Crazy. But my brain is still going, trying to remember that thought I had earlier. It was a really good point that really clarified what we were talking about, and I can't remember the whole conversation right now. I know it was about God and all that, and the immortality of the soul, but I just can't remember it now. Yes, I actually have done that, Cheryl. I did do that actually way back in the beginning, probably in my first year. That was one of the first full length songs I did, and I actually, when I sang it, I was showing a picture of my candle actually burning in the window. But yeah, I love that one. That's one of my favorites. I can't really say that's my favorite, but it's one of them, because I like almost everything Creedence Clearwater has done. But I like that one, and I know I have it actually written down. Put a candle in the window, 'cause I feel I've got to move. When I'm gone, I'll be coming home soon, long as I can see the light. I guess I got that old traveling bone, 'cause I feel I've got to move. I was in the wrong book. I know it's here somewhere. Anyway, that's all I can remember at the moment. And I don't know where to find it. It's around somewhere. I have so many books now, and they're so out of order, but anyway. That's a good tune. I love it. I love Green River too, but I don't think excuse me. I don't think I can pull that one off there, Carl. Green River. I keep looking at it going, can I do that? Can I do it? And I don't. 1 second, I just gotta, ow. My legs won't move. Oh my God, sitting too long. I gotta stand up, stretch my legs, because I'm starting to get a cramp in my leg. And I just gotta check on something as well. Ow, ow, oi, oi. All right. There. Oh, my legs. I don't know about anyone else out there, but when I either sit or lie down in the same position for too long, when I try to move, it feels like rigor mortis has set in. I get stiff and sore, and it just takes me a while to get everything moving again. Oh. And my back. So, the other one, I actually managed to get 2 of them written down. And I wasn't necessarily planning on doing them both today, because I got to have something else to do the next live show, and every live show after. I'm going to run out of tunes to be able to do and just have to repeat them all. But anyway, long as I remember, the rain's been coming down. Clouds of mystery pouring, confusion on the ground. Good man through the ages, trying to find the sun. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. I went down Virginia, seeking shelter from the storm. Caught up in the fable, I watched the tower grow. 5-year plans and new deals, wrapped in golden chains. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. Heard the singers playing, how we cheered for more. The crowd had rushed together, they're trying to stay warm. Still the rain kept pouring, falling on my ears. And I wonder, still I wonder, who'll stop the rain. That's actually, when there's no music, it's a shorter song, because a lot of these songs, they have a kind of a musical interlude in between the lyrics, and without the music, the song goes faster. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I love that song. So I first heard that one, and it's just like, wow, that's so cool, so cool. Anyway, I think that's enough for the day of singing. You have rigor mortis too, eh, Carl? Oh, I knew I forgot something. That's another one. Oh, I love that. Oh, why didn't I remember? I had that in my mind with those two songs. It was the third one, and I was going to write it down, and I forgot. And actually, that, I really love that one, is Looking Out My Back Door. Oh my God, I wish I had, oh, I can't, I wouldn't be able to use my other phone anyway. I can't do it without now I'm trying to remember the lyrics right now. Yeah, I love that song. Toot, 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 looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants all playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying spoon? Toot, toot, toot. I like that one. Because that one's actually, a lot of people didn't realize it back in the day. They thought it was just a cute tune, but anyone that was in that field, like with John Jarvis and other people that are in the know, realized that the whole tune was about going home after a hard day's work and just chilling and sitting at your back door and having a toot, 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 and looking out your back door and looking at all the fancy creatures dancing on the lawn. That's exactly what that was all about. And, any of us that were into that way back younger knew exactly what he was talking about. A lot of people just missed it. But I will actually write that down, get all the lyrics, write it down, and we'll do it another day. And maybe I'll do that with the same with Put a Candle in the Window. Maybe we'll do both of those ones. Excuse me. This is really, each time it happens, it gets sharper and sharper. It's almost like someone's stabbing you in the throat. So I'm going to write this down so I won't forget. And then what was the other one? Because I do have that one, Put a Candle in the Window. I've got it written down somewhere. I just don't know which book it's in right now. I did it actually, like I said, over 2 years ago. So it should be in my first book, I think, somewhere. So there, I've got them written down now. So Al, no, I'm not necessarily done for today yet, but it's getting close. I mean, we're over 2 hours now. And the longest I've done was, what was it, Cheryl? 3 hours and 30 minutes or something? It was well over 3 hours. But, excuse me. I generally try to keep it around 2.5 or something like that. Whatever I can manage. Like if I'm not feeling so chipper, I might cut it short. But if I'm doing well and everyone's hanging around, we got lots of people watching and want to keep going, I'll go as long as I can. But after time, it's like, let's say it went 4 or 5 hours, people are gonna go, I gotta get things done. It doesn't matter how much fun you're having, it can't always go on forever as much as we want it to do. But yeah, so I think that's about it for the singing. I think so. I'm gonna actually trying to figure out which book is first in that. This doesn't appear to be the one. I haven't done this in a while. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Honey time. Do you have round honey? I'm not sure. I need more information, Billy. I need more information. I'm not sure. I know there's a song called Honey, and it's about this lady, and she planted a tree, and then she died, and all this. And it's a really kind of a bittersweet kind of song. That's the only one that comes to mind now. But you have to give me more information, Billy, so I know what we're talking about here. If I listened long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true, knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried. Still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give. Never think about myself. If I gave you time to change my mind, I'd find a way just to leave the past behind, knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried. Still I look to find a reason to believe. Someone like you makes it hard to live without somebody else. Someone like you makes it easy to give everything about myself. So if I listened long enough to you, I'd find a way to believe that it's all true, knowing that you lied straight-faced while I cried. Yet I look to find a reason to believe. There you go. That was impromptu. Just for your pleasure. Yeah, it's not going to be here. Okay. Now I'm actually at a loss for where it actually is. It's got me thinking again. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought we were talking about a song. Honey is good for my throat. Yes, of course, of course. Get a hot lemon honey or something. And not a hot toddy, not a hot rum toddy, but a hot lemon and honey for my throat. Yeah, of course, of course. That just might work. Except right now I don't have any honey and I don't have any lemon. I've only got, what you call that? maple syrup. I'm not sure if that'll do the same thing. Okay, this is actually blowing my mind. I have no idea where it is. And then as I'm looking for that, I see other stuff that's kind of cool. I'm sure you all remember this one. Yeah, Maggie May and Forever Young. Yeah, Maggie May. But Madeline Wind, I like even better than Maggie May. Madeline Wind. I gotta, you know what? I'm gonna write those down. Where'd I write the other ones? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna write these down. Because I'm thinking I can probably pull off both of those tunes from Rod Stewart. I just keep forgetting to make a note so I write the lyrics down. But Madeline Wind, it's Maggie May is cool too. I think I just find Madeline Wind is just even a better tune. But they're both great. They're both great. But anyway. Yeah, you're right on track there, Carl. Mix honey with lemon juice and peppermint. Yeah, that'd be great. And then you put the bourbon in there. That might help my throat, but it'll make me sick too. But yeah, we'll work on those tunes as well there. Breathe deep the gathering gloom. Watch lights fade from every room. Bedsitter people look back and lament. Another day's useless energy spent. Impassioned lovers wrestle as one. Lonely man cries for love and has none. New mother picks up and suckles her son. Senior citizens wish they were young. Cold-hearted orb that rules the night removes the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white. But we decide which is right and which is an illusion. Sure you all remember that one. Oh, I lost the other one I was looking at. I'm getting, I don't know, it's one of those days I didn't think I was going to do much at all. Really didn't think I was going to do anything. I didn't feel like it because just getting over being kind of ill again. But I've done more than I ever planned on today. And probably more than I've done in any other live before. But anyway, I can't remember who brought it up. It was either John or Carl. Can't remember. I might even be wrong on that. But someone mentioned this one earlier. And it's actually kind of, in one way, it's kind of one of my favorites to do myself. Because I used to do it at karaoke a lot. And when I was first starting out, it was kind of my signature. It's the one I did every time if I didn't do any other songs. Oh, you know the song Madeline Wind, Cheryl. Of course you do. You love Rod Stewart, so why wouldn't you? Yeah, it's a great tune. Very nice. And it's interesting. Maggie May is very mainstream, and it's been on the air over and over. It's been played millions of times, I'm assuming. But Madeline Wind, really, it's just as good as a tune, but it doesn't get any airtime on the mainstream, right? It's interesting. And it should. It really should, because it's definitely worthy of mainstream airtime. So anyway. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buzzing, 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. 3rd boxcar midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found. Short, but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I know every engineer and every train, all of their children and all of their names, and every handout in every town, every lock that ain't locked when no one's round. I sing trailers for sailor rent, rooms to let 50 cents, no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. There you go. I really like that tune too. Okay, Roger Miller. Yeah, Roger Miller. There we go. Hope we all had fun today. I know I have. I mean, surprisingly, like I said, I just felt not that great today. I wanted to enjoy doing the live, but I didn't think I was actually going to do any singing at all much. And here we go. I just started feeling better and better as time went on, and a lot of that has to do with the communication and repertoire back and forth between us. You know, it just helps lift my spirits and get me more, I guess, energized and feeling better and more capable of stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm glad you all enjoyed that. It was actually a really good day singing wise and stuff. Apparently, there's more I actually could do and want to do, but I don't know. I should save something for the next number of lives down the road, right? Well, I gotta, because I definitely will run out of songs. There's a lot of songs I can't do. Like, let's say Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. I don't think I can pull that one off. Thriller, I don't know about that one. Um, um, yeah, there's some stuff. Beat It, Beat It. I don't know if I can do that one. I'm just pulling stuff out of my brain as they pop in there. I can't really find anything. It's just, it pops in there and then I grab it. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. You're like Cheryl. Like Cheryl hates to see the live finish, and then she can't wait, and she waits all week for the next Sunday live. And it sounds like you and Cheryl are going to have similar feelings about this show and the live shows. Oh, Gordon Lightfoot. Yeah, I did one a while back. I did one. Which one did I do? If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts would tell. I've done that one. I haven't done Edmund Fitzgerald yet. I haven't even actually written it down because I keep forgetting. That's why I have a pen and a notepad here. But Gordon Lightfoot is absolutely one of my all-time favorite singer, artists, musicians. And I'm so thankful he's Canadian. But I guess in a way, nationality doesn't matter as long as they do great works, right? Yeah, I can actually, I know I can more or less pull off the, if you could read my mind, because I have done it once and I know I can do it. Edmund Fitzgerald, I see what, it's one thing I think it in my head and I think, oh yeah, I can do that. And until I write down the lyrics and then try and practice it. And sometimes it's like, I can't get the tune. I can't get the tune, man. But anyway. Ah, there we go. Wow, okay. I'm lost. Anyway, where'd that go now? There we are. So, okay. Just to let you know, Elizabeth, I've only done it lately because it was suggested, but I also do some poetry as well. And this one, someone mentioned this person before, and I looked them up, and I thought they did some really good poetry, and I really like this one. It's yeah, I like this one. It's kind of I would say, for lack of a better word, it's quite poignant. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I do make your day all the time. You tell me. I'm not saying that from my point of view, but you let me know I make your day every Sunday, and just make you happy and lift your spirits and help you keep going and moving on and staying out of your brain and stinking thinking. And that's cool. Carl, you're funny. I still haven't learned how to play the bagpipes yet. I haven't got my practice chanter yet. I keep wanting to do it, but all these other things come up, and I spend all my money on important things, and I still haven't been able to pick myself up a practice chanter. So yeah, if I can't sing them, I can play it on my bagpipes. Yeah, that'll be the day. Hopefully it's coming, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, there's a lot of people I wish I had seen in concert. Cheryl, Rod Stewart was one. CCR. I would have loved to seen both of those guys and people in concert. But I have seen a lot of good places. I actually got to see Queen with the Freddie Mercury, one of my favorite all-time singers of all time. Freddie Mercury, just amazing. Got to see Queen live. The Rolling Stones, I saw them when I was 16 years old. I saw Jethro Tull, another favorite of mine from the past. Billy Squier, that was actually with Queen. And, I didn't even care that Billy Squier was there. It was Queen, they just stole the whole show. I saw Heart when their very first tour they ever went out to do the tours and that. And they just put out their first album and that. And they were actually headlining for Toto. And I think they did one concert somewhere, and then Prince George did another concert. And Toto did, Heart did their show. And it was just amazing. It was fantastic. It was mind-blowingly good. It was. And then when Toto came on, a lot of people just started leaving. It was like almost a letdown in a way, because Heart was so good. The Wilson sisters, wow, just amazing, and then after that concert in Prince George, Toto basically fired them or let them go or whatever you want to call it, and said, "You guys are too good, to be headliners for us. You have to go on your own." And they ended up going separate ways, and Heart wasn't going on with the whole tour anymore with Toto, and it kind of surprised a lot of people because they were expecting Toto, obviously, and then they were expecting the headliners to show as well, and they didn't. So interesting thing. You have a hammer dulcimer? Oh, you can't play it? Yeah, hammer dulcimer, that's a really interesting instrument. I saw it years back when I was in my early 20s and that, in Vancouver, and I'd walk down along the Seawell and that, and you go by English Bay there. And there was a guy that was playing down by the beach all the time on his hammer dulcimer, and it was really cool. And I actually he had made, back then it was cassettes. There was no CDs or nothing, just cassettes. and I had a cassette tape of him playing. I bought it off him for $5 or something like that. And I had it for the longest time, and then I guess I lost it. Yes, I am very lucky to see so many great musicians, artists out there, Elizabeth, but there are so many more I wished I had seen, like the Grateful Dead. Never got to see them in concert. So many I wished I would have seen. Elton John, I would have loved to have seen him in concert. I'm just Tina Turner, I would have loved to watch her in concert. That would have been cool. But you know, a mountain dulcimer, I don't know the difference. Don't know the difference between a hammer dulcimer and a mountain dulcimer, but obviously just a different style of instrument. I'll have to look that up. It gives me more to learn, right? So you went to the Stones and Tina Turner, Cheryl. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be too cool. Too cool. But yeah, but you know, like I'm happy with the ones I did see, you know, even though the ones I wished I could have seen, I didn't. I'm trying to think of someone that I really wanted to see and I never did. But I mean, when it comes to Queen, I really got lucky because somebody actually got 2 tickets. Actually, they got 4 tickets, and there was only 3 of them, and they were wondering who to take with them as the 4th. And guess who got to go? Yeah, that was me. So, I mean, I got really lucky because that was just a bonus, a super bonus, man. Super bonus. Anyway, I forgot what I was doing here. Oh, Billy, you taking off? Okay. Glad you can make it today. Hope your pain's better. We'll say a prayer for your pain and your suffering and your discomforts and everything, and hope and pray that you find a doctor that'll actually help you out. So, everyone say a prayer for Billy T, please. And we'll catch you next time, buddy. You take care. Anyway, I'm going to get to this. This is just because I was talking to Elizabeth a little earlier. I like this one anyway. So this is by Maya Angelou. You can go check her out online. It's called Caged Bird. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream, his wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. I like that one. It's pretty cool. It's kind of, I'd just say it's pretty poignant because it has much deeper messages than just the surface of the words, right? Anyway, hope you all enjoyed that as well. But that's another thing, you know, in case sometimes I can't, there's so many songs I can't sing, and when I run out of songs to sing, I can do poetry. There we go. Oh, I'm starting to get really sore, stiff, and uncomfortable in that. And I ran out of coffee. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. That's very good comments. Just not, it was good, but it was stunning. Wow. That makes me feel cool. I barely even know what to say, but yeah, breathtaking, even stunning and breathtaking. Wow, excellent, thank you. I'm, you know, it's not about whether I do good or not. It's more for me. It's more of a matter of whether you guys enjoy it. If you guys enjoy it, that's really all that matters to me. You know, because that's what I'm here to. You know, not just on the lives, but in all of my regular videos and stuff. It's for some kind of entertainment, enjoyment, and everything for you guys. And that's what I try to do. I think I do better at reading poetry than I do singing, in my opinion, anyway. You know, it's easier, and I think before I started doing any kind of singing, I know way back. I don't remember how far. It was a long time ago. I was pretty young, and I used to love to read poetry and poems and stuff. I've written a bunch of stuff myself. I've lost most of it, and I can't even remember what a lot of them said, but. Yeah, not so much that I really cared about writing per se myself, but I really liked reading a lot of different poetry. I don't know how it all came about, but I kind of grew up on it in a way. But there we go. Another day's done. You know what? I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, guys. Remember in the winter there, the fall and winter, I'd go out picking the mushrooms, all the gourmet, beautiful mushrooms. I still have this big bag, and I'm so glad I did this. These are dried pine mushrooms, one of the most desired mushrooms on the planet. Dehydrated. It's like eating some kind of snack, like a chip. Mushroom potato chips, or mushroom chips, I should say. Really nice. And I'm so glad. In this bag, I might have 1 or 2 pounds here. And the thing is, I'm so glad that I've got this, because I've made some stews and soups with this. I made some soups and stews, and I've thrown this in with it. And they come back to life, you know, come to a nice chewy, soft chewy mushroom. But they taste so great. They're so wonderful. So this represents, let's say this represents 2 pounds dried. So 2 pounds dried is like 20 pounds fresh, because it's about when they're dried, it's about 1/10 of the weight. So when you consider, okay, this is 2 pounds represents 20 pounds fresh. So a pound fresh was selling at $20 a pound. So this bag is worth over $200. Absolutely. I could probably sell this in Japan for $200 right now, because they're so sought after, especially when they're not available. You know, they have to go rely on dehydrated ones, or I suppose frozen ones. I think you can freeze them and that. But anyway, these are so nice. I'm so glad I kept them, because you know, I was going to go sell them and make some money in that, and I just never did, and I just kept slicing them, drying them, and putting them away, and I got this huge bag of stuff, and these are so good. Oh my God. Even dried, I got, man, they are a better snack than a potato chip, even the best one on the market. Very good. Wow, that's great. This is a really expensive bag of mushrooms here. If I went to you know, any good restaurant, like quality fancy restaurant that did special meals with you know, pine mushrooms and chanterelles and gourmet stuff, they would actually offer me quite a bit of money for that. And I don't want the money, I want my mushrooms. So it's so cool this time of year. Like, you can only get them, like, let's say one short period of time in, let's say, fall, winter. Technically for here it's winter, because it seems to be the cold that brings them on, the freezing cold. Yeah, so you want to have them fresh, you got to do it through that time of year and find some, either go out and forage them yourself or find someone that forages them and buy them off them. And so the rest of the year, the other basically 11 months of the year, you got no pine mushrooms, especially not fresh. So you got to rely on the dried or the frozen or something. So yeah, I mean, people would die for those things like during the summertime, which is cool. Like during the summer, I can make myself a cream of pine mushroom soup that's almost as good. And I mean, you probably wouldn't notice much difference, but it's probably as good as a fresh pine mushroom, cream of pine mushroom soup. So that's great. I'm so glad I didn't sell those to anyone. Because I'm going to enjoy them. You know, I could probably use the money, but you know, when it comes to enjoying my food, who cares? Ouch! Oh! Ow! 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 Oh, my legs, my back, everything. Oh, shift and move. Well, thank you, Glenn. You're good to hear that I'm enjoying a happy day. Yeah, it's starting off. It wasn't seeming like it was going to be the greatest of days, but once I got going into the live, yeah, I've perked up. Cheryl, there you go. Glenn, Cheryl, I've perked up because of this live and talking to you guys and everything. So yeah, it was actually, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's actually one of my more enjoyable ones, because I just feel great right now. Hopefully I can keep this going after the show is over. People stop. I was just waving and people stop and check out my tiny house and the banner and everything, so I wave out the window. So, Carl, when I get to Vegas, you can't wait to... You're going to drive down to see me in Vegas, are you? All the way from Alabama to Vegas, you're going to drive just to see my show? Yeah, I'm never going to get there. I'm not that talented. My buddy just sent me another link to something. I was going to catch you before you asked me, Cheryl, and I forgot about it. What am I going to do for the rest of my day? You know, it's funny because I'd say this a lot. Oh, I'm not really sure. I haven't really thought about it much, but I actually have, but I'm not sure yet. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I've been dying to go fishing for the last 2-3 days, and I just haven't been able to for one reason or another. I want to go out there fishing, but I'm sure I don't have the time, or I won't get to it. The weather's actually starting to get a little bit worse. It might rain, so I don't really want to go out. But one thing I do know, I've got food here for me, but I don't actually have something specific for the dogs. So I'm going to have to go to the Bilo market and grab something for the dogs. I'm going to definitely have to get them out and run them out real good, because they haven't even gone to the bathroom this morning, which is weird. And I don't want them to suffer. So I'll go run the dogs really quick down the road by the visitor center, that big field of grass there. They love it there. They just run and run and run. And they got these big happy faces with their tongues hanging out. And it just makes them so happy. So I'm going to do that. Then go grab something at Bilo for them for dinner. I'm going to phone my friend and find out what he's doing in case I have to go up there and help him work on his truck, which might not happen if he's if it's raining. You had fish and potatoes for dinner. What kind of fish? That makes a difference. Was it salmon or halibut? Probably something else, right? Right, Carl? For my dinner, what the hell do I got? I got some eggs, I got a bagel, I got a mango, I got some bananas. Actually, that's not as much as I thought I had. I might even just pick up something at the store as well if I'm in there. It depends, you know, like I'll go shopping. I think I might have this or that or the other thing. And when I get there and I'm looking around, I come up with something else. Oh, look at that. I'll have that. And, you know, you got to go by how you feel for your tastes and that at the moment, sort of thing. So I don't know what I'm actually going to have for dinner yet. I got some stuff here. Like I won't starve. I'll survive in that. Because I got anything I can eat. I still have rice and buckwheat and a can of something. I can't remember what. So I won't. I know I won't starve, but it's all. My biggest concern is about whether the girls got something or not. And number one, what kind of whitefish? I'm gonna get you, Carl. What kind of whitefish? There's lots. There's sole. There's halibut. There's whitefish. There's. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Anyway, yeah, fish is really good for you too. Fish and potatoes. That sounds good. I might even grab some fish. I don't know. Maybe. I like catching my own though. Because it's not that important. I just like fish. but thanks, yeah, Elizabeth. I'm having a great day now. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm basically because I'm still just getting over the previous few days there. I'm not really looking forward to doing too much today. I just want to be as low key as I can and take it easy. Go run the girls, take care of them, make sure they're all, burn off all their energy, and get them food and make sure they're well taken care of, and then come home and eat dinner and that. And other than that, I don't really feel like doing much of anything right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything I actually have to do. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do anything. If I do anything at all, I'm just going to kind of putter and whatever comes to mind and go, oh, I could take care of that or that. I mean, always projects to do. There are always little bits and things. I got buttons I need to sew on some of my shirts and stuff. And the buttons have been sitting in the sewing box for like a year or something. But, there's lots of things always to do. But whether I have the energy or feel like it or stuff. But, What, Carl? Come on. You're the man with all the fancy lures and stuff. You haven't been fishing in over 2 years? That would drive me nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. 2 years without fishing, that'd be crazy. But your whitefish, you got it at a restaurant, so you're not sure what kind of whitefish it is. That's interesting. Maybe it's just rock cod. I don't know. I'm not sure what you got down in Alabama there. I'm not familiar totally with other than the bass, I guess. Yeah, bass and trout, I suppose you have. I think trout is probably standard almost everywhere. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I can't think of anything that I need to do at all, for sure. Other than maybe get on top of getting a video ready for Tuesday, because it'll be Monday afternoon and I still won't have anything. It'll be up till 2 o'clock in the morning trying to get it out so it gets out on Tuesday. We'll see. Oh, scallops and halibut. Oh my God. Excuse me. Now you're talking my language. Scallops and halibut. Yum, yum, yum. Scallops are good, but halibut. Oh my God, I love halibut. I know there's a place you go and you have fish and chips, right? And they've got either cod or halibut, and halibut's usually twice as much as cod is, so to speak. And I go in there and it's like I really want fish and chips, and if I'm gonna have fish and chips at a restaurant, I might as well enjoy it. And I always end up going for the halibut and paying more, but it's always worth it in the end. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Cheryl. Your 16-year-old cat is on thyroid medicine. I didn't know they could have that problem. That's interesting. I would have never thought of that. And I'm sure you're worried about her, but 16 years, she's been around a while. I mean, it's not like she's going early or anything. So yeah, but I know you'll miss her and everything. I mean, we always do. And I'm not looking forward to the day when I have to say goodbye to baby either, because she's just the absolute love of my life. But yeah, well, we'll say a prayer for your cat there, Cheryl, too, and let's just hope and pray that she does okay. Like, let's just hope she doesn't suffer or anything. And if she's suffering, it's maybe it's better if she just goes quicker than later, right? But that's pretty good age for a cat. Um, I'm not trying to minimize it or anything, and I know how you feel. But at least you've had her around for a good length of time, and when they go of old age, that's I find that's a lot better than if they go too soon, too young, kind of thing. If they're only 3 or 4 years old or something, and then something they go for maybe an accident or some other reason. I just find if they go from age, that's so much better. Not that it makes you feel any better. You miss them, and it breaks your heart and stuff. But oh, that's what I was going to say. Something earlier is I can't remember exactly what we were talking about. We were talking about that sort of stuff and leaving the planet, and it's like my expression ever since I was probably 16 or something like that was someone said something, and I said, we all die, it's just a matter of when. And and it is a fact that we all have to go at some point. um, and it is sad, but it's a fact of life, and it's something that we can't use that knowledge that it's a fact of life to minimize or remove our sadness, right? It's an interesting thing. um, we're even though we know, let's say we do know totally in the immortality of the soul, it's still sad when people go. The Marai of I guess New Zealand, Australia area down there, the Marai, their belief is that we are in the dream world now, in this physical form. This is the dream world, and the real world is the afterworld. And they live their life, they go through their life and stay alive because of the lessons they're supposed to learn and whatever else going on. But they're always looking forward to the afterlife. It's like the ancient people way back believing in the immortality of soul. In the back of their mind, they know that um, once this life was over, they were actually going on to a better place, the real world, and not the dream world that we're in now. An interesting way of looking at things, and it's all about the different cultures and their beliefs and stuff and how they feel about it, right? Oh boy, you fell asleep, Mamma Mia. I know it's past midnight. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. That's okay, Mamma Mia. You need your rest, and it's um, you know, it's awesome that you made it this far, even with your little nap. But anyway, you take care, Mamma Mia. We'll catch you next time, okay? And you just stay safe and stay happy. There you go, Cheryl. You had her as a little kitten, and that's so wonderful. That's 16 years. That's a good long time. Oh, really? Cool, Carl. I'm not sure if you ever mentioned that before. Sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. But you had a dog named Baby that looks just like my baby, and she was 17 and had dementia when she passed on. Wow. Yeah, like I say, I'm not sure if you mentioned that before, but thanks for reminding me if you did. That's interesting. A dog just looks like Baby and also had the same name. What a coincidence, eh? I'm assuming she was Shih Tzu or part Shih Tzu at least, anyway. But, or maybe she just kind of looked similar with the colors and the size and all that kind of stuff. But cool. Interesting. 17, yeah, that's a good long time for a dog. I mean, these Shih Tzus apparently, the small dogs, Shih Tzus, Maltese, and that, they're actually ancient dogs, so they have a long, good genetics, and they've been known to live 20 years old and sometimes beyond that. So, Baby right now, she's 7 years old. She could live another 13 years easily. Like, that's even double what she is now, kind of deal. So I mean, she could be only a third of the way through her life right now, but it all depends on not so much their health, let's say. It is their health, but a lot of that the health is due to the genetics, let's say, or whatever. But yeah, she could actually, like I say, live a lot longer now. And sometimes that worries me. I keep telling my friend, my biggest fear in life, and this will help you out. Maybe not. I don't know. But actually, my biggest fear in life, over anything, you take anything out there that I can think of, my biggest fear is that I go before my dogs do, because the thought of that really worries me, of what would happen to them after I'm gone, and whether they would be in a good place or not. And I would rather them go before me, so I know that they've moved on, and they always had a good place, good home, and comfort and all that all their life, right? But yeah. So she was a Shih Tzu too, eh, Carl? Wow, that's interesting. That is so interesting. And you had her before I had mine. And that's interesting that I would get a dog like yours and call it baby. It's I don't know. I find these things are interesting coincidences, kind of deal. But yeah, that's kind of my biggest fear. And hopefully, with God's blessing, I'll outlive my dogs, and that would be great and wonderful. But having said that too, is I do know, if anything happened to me, I do know that somebody specific, a specific person, would take them and make sure they went to the best place that they could ever go. And I've heard about this person and place. I've never met them, but I know from what the stories I've heard over and over and over again, that would be the best place in the world for them, next to being with me. So that keeps me, keeps me from stressing out too much, because I know in the end they will be okay, taken care of. Yeah, it has been. I'm almost going to beat another record, aren't I? I don't really know if I can hang in that long. I was going to leave a few minutes ago, but 3 hours. Wow. Oh yeah, it was over 3.5, right? 3 hours, 38 minutes. Wow. Yeah, we're getting close. We only got 36 minutes to go. But I am feeling kind of getting to my point of pain and uncomfortable stuff, and got to move around, get the girls out, all that kind of stuff. Don't know how much longer I can hang out. And I forgot what I was going to say, but that particular friend I'm talking about, I don't know. It's been a number of years though. I mean, it hasn't been a long time, but it's been a number of years, maybe 10 or something. That's what I'm thinking, maybe about that. Like, it hasn't been a super long time, but in the time it has been, we're really good friends, What? Are you kidding me? Carl, you had 27 Shih Tzus at one time. Wow, that's just insane. Wow, because they don't have large litters. So you had to have a bunch of mothers giving birth to small litters to have 27. What did we have? When I was, I think, between 13 and 15 years old, when my parents were breeding Rottweilers. And at one time we had one male and we had 2 females, and they both had litters at exactly the same time. And I think we only had about, I don't know, somewhere around 13, 15 puppies. But 27 puppies. Or, well, 27 Shih Tzus at one time. I don't know if they're puppies, but 27 Shih Tzus. Were you running a dog farm or something? A rescue place for dogs? That's a lot. But Shih Tzus, I mean, they're cool. They're so cool. I used to have big dogs all my life, like I said, the Rottweilers and stuff. And I never had a small dog in my life until a baby came along. I'll never go back now. They're so cool. They're so much better and easier. And especially when you're older and you have less strength. But there's just something much different and cooler about the little dogs, especially the Shih Tzus. Um, it's almost hard to explain, but they seem to be much more communicative and interactive with people than bigger dogs. I mean, dogs are man's best friend, yeah, and they are, but there's something special and different about the little ones. But well, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I'm sure you'll all be back for the next live and the next one and the next one. And yeah, I will. If I won't let it get too bad before I just collapse or something and the live goes dead. No, I never push it that far, but I just keep trying to hang on, and I get talking, and once the conversation is interesting, it's hard to just stop talking sometimes, right? And sometimes a lot of people just wish I would stop talking. But that's another story in itself. But might have to give up soon. But yeah, I can't think of anything else that I haven't brought up. Yeah, and as far as what I'm gonna do the rest of the day, I'm pretty much covered it. I guess I can't think of anything that I have to do special or whatever that I haven't thought of. So nothing pressing anyway. Got these hairs all over me. That's insane. Wonderful though, Carl. 12 puppies from 3 mums at the same time. And then you loved it, of course you did. It's so much fun. Puppies and kittens are fun and cool. Yeah, 4 each. That's about right for a Shih Tzu. Is a 4. 4 baby's first litter, 3. And I just think that's because it was her first litter, and that's all she got. But after that, the other 2 litters were both 4 each, and it seems to be a number for the Shih Tzu kind of. And I think a lot of it has to do with the male, what size and weight the male is. If the male's a smaller dog and weighs a lot less than the mum, they can probably have 5 puppies or something. But yeah, baby had 3, 4, and 4. So, and I don't plan on her having any more. She's 7 now. I mean, she could keep going. I'm sure it's happened in the past with others, but I'd rather get her fixed and keep her healthy for a lot longer now. So, and Angel, I have thought about it because it'd be so cool and so cute to breed her, but it's not necessary, and I don't. At my age and that, I just don't want to go through that again. Not that I wouldn't enjoy going through it. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, and it's hard. You got 8 months. 8 months there. You got the 4. 6 to 8 weeks waiting for the puppies to be born, and then you got to keep them for another, what is it, 4 months? Oh no, I guess 3 months, yeah, something like that. You got to keep them for at least 8 weeks. 8 weeks is 2 months, okay. So in total, I guess 4 months, yeah. I don't know, but it takes a lot out of you, and it's a lot of work, and yeah, so I'm just too old for it. Oh, somebody's, I didn't hear anything, but boy, oh boy, oh boy. Someone needs to go out, I'm sure. I'm crazy. I've been meaning to check the population here in Karamis, Cheryl, but I still haven't looked. It's actually not a big place. It's not highly populated. It's what you call a small town, and I'm gonna say it's probably anywhere from maybe around 5,000 or something, or less, maybe, I don't know, but it's not huge in that. But I will check. I've been meaning to. Those are trivial, in a way, trivial things that I get to after I've done all the important stuff. So, and then I forget when I get time off. Yeah, that's a good way to go, Carl. Just stop breeding them after 3 litters. That's about right. Or as they, anything that get past 5 years old, I think that's, just enough kind of thing. I've heard of people breeding them till they're 10 and 12 and probably like 9 or 10 litters or something. And it's just, each litter is harder and harder on the dog. So it's not a cool thing to over stress their bodies and stuff like that. It's actually probably cruel in a way. But yeah, 3 litters is enough. No, I don't blame the dog there, Carl. I blame me. Well, I did try and get them out earlier, and they didn't do anything. But that's not unusual, and it's not their fault. I mean, every mammal on the planet eats, and what do they do after they eat? Well, they gotta do stuff. Not the animal's fault. No, it's actually kind of funny. Like, I'll be lying in bed there, right? Be kind of, semi-awake or something like that, and just drifting off, and then all of a sudden, smack! It hits me in the face, and I go, "Oh my gosh!" And then the angel rolls her head over, looks at me, goes, "Sorry, Dad." Oh, it's funny. Funny, funny, funny. Oh. Well, part of me was thinking if I'm going to break my record here today, but part of me just has kind of had enough. And I do need to get up and stretch and move about and deal with my pain and everything. Speaking of which, I know I'm going to have to eventually, so... Whoa, where'd they go? They're up there, that's why. I'm actually on a new batch right now. There we go. Yeah, I've got to do this. That'll help me get through the rest of the day and stuff. I mean, I try and go as long as I can and fight taking medications out, but after a while you just have to, have to do it to keep going, kind of thing. Sometimes it's just unavoidable. Otherwise, for me, I would be in bed pretty much 24 hours a day. And, you can't do that. You never get anywhere. Not only that, you can actually get really ill and more ill from staying in bed all the time. You can get what they call bed sores and stuff like that. It's really hard on your body and bad for you. I mean, the key thing to being a human entity is you need to move around and move everything. It's like a vehicle. If you let a vehicle just sit in your yard, it's the worst thing you can do for it because everything settles in that, and it's actually more damaging to the vehicle than continuously driving it every day all the time or every second there, keeping it running, going and moving and that. The human body is almost like a vehicle. They're meant to be moving and going and that, and only rest when necessary, for that sort of thing. So, yeah, it is. It's actually really bad for you just to lay around and do nothing. And it'll actually kill you faster than not. Oh, okay, well, it came close, Cheryl. I almost did it, but I think I'm gonna have to pack it in for the day. I got to get these girls out there and running. It's what is the actual time? Well, obviously the time is after 3 o'clock. Wow, it's almost dinner time, man. I haven't even started my day. I got up and I puttered around, did some, charged up my laptop, which didn't end up working because I forgot what I was doing. Got the girls out, that was it, and started my show, man. It's like, and now the day is practically over, and it's almost like I haven't done anything. I mean, also, this is doing something it's enjoyable and wonderful. It's not a waste, that's for sure. Not a waste whatsoever. But I feel like I haven't done anything, funny. But anyway, I hope you all had a great time today, and I certainly did. It's one of my better, more enjoyable shows because I don't know. I went from kind of low and it just came way up and stuff emotionally and all that kind of stuff, and felt really good. It made me happy and excited, and I actually sang more, which I thought I was going to sing a lot less or nothing at all, but. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, and thanks for your prayers. I know most of you out there pray for me and pray for each other and that, which is cool. Prayers work, and just thank you so much for your wonderful comments and love. It's fantastic. And there you go, Cheryl. Yeah, you need to walk a little bit more, maybe. I don't know what you do, but yeah, you need to at least walk some pretty much every day, and it's about getting your blood going and moving your body and not just walking, but you have to move everything, and just minor exercises, but just shifting and moving, and that is good for you, right? And yeah, just make sure you get out and walk, even a block or two or something, and breathe the air and stuff like that. Fresh air is great. But anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'm glad to hang out with you guys again. I really enjoyed it, and now I can't wait till next Sunday as well. So there you go. I'll be thinking about next Sunday all along with you guys. Yeah, I'm just 16 minutes shy, aren't I? Yeah, it's almost worth trying to hang in there, but no, I gotta go. Anyway, all of you take care out there, stay safe and stay happy and healthy, and I pray, people's health improves or they stay healthy and all that, and we'll just get together and meet again. So, thank you, Cheryl. You're such a sweetheart. But all of you are wonderful out there. We got a great community. It's fantastic. Anyway, it's hard to say goodbye. Oh yeah, I'm so glad we had this time together just to laugh and sing a song. It seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Copyright claim. Anyway, all the best to all of you, and we'll catch you again next Sunday, and we'll have another good laugh and a song, okay? Ciao for now.